based on the distance. All right, so anyway, I'm leaning forward. My balance is forward, and what I want to do is I want to get the weapon mounted high. That's one of the biggest mistakes people make. What they do is they put the weapon maybe about an inch or so low. Okay, and what happens is, watch what happens to my head. I'm under duress, I mount the weapon.
Right, so you bring the weapon up to your eye, up to your line of sight.
That is a absolute fundamental in shotgun. Your head weighs about as much as a bowling ball does. Okay, so if you had to like all of a sudden move a bowling ball right when you're trying to analyze this fine motor skill and put everything together and under duress, all of a sudden we kind of tip the bowling ball like this. Well, guess what? In real time, your brain's having to deal with that. It's having to recorrect its all division, it's having to recorrect the alignment, it's having to recorrect its balance. That's time off the clock. If we put an electronic timer on you, that would make the difference between a 0.5 engagement to anywhere to a second and a half, just by the improper mount of the shotgun. So we can save a lot of time and efficiency by just mounting the shotgun correctly. So what we do, we practice, we just get up here and we keep the head still, and we just bring the weapon up. And what I like doing is not so much worry about the back of the weapon. And while I'm on this, notice I have this taped up.
I was looking at that. Is that to keep it from snagging on your clothing?
Exactly right.
Like my nice soft rubber butt pad does?
I brought some electrical tape for you, because you're going to want to do it. You basically tape it up with electrical tape so that it doesn't snag. I've noticed it does. Okay, so what I want to do, rather than worry about putting the back of the weapon in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to think about placing the front of the weapon into his chest or wherever I want to hit him. If all I got is leg, I'll just kind of poke that weapon into his leg or into his chest or wherever I'm aiming, his arm, his back of his head, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to kind of not overly concern myself with the back of the shotgun. That's kind of a mental check. Okay, so I'm going to be, I may be looking, or I might already be mounted up here. Depends on what's happening here. This is, we're already mounted in the shooting platform. It's not even a problem. It's already mounted. Notice a good contact here, or proprioception with the stock already. I know that when I lock it up into this little bone up here under my cheek, I'm lined up. I don't have to spend a lot of time evaluating my front to rear side alignment, because we'll practice out here. We know when we have this thing lined up nice and tight, we got a good straight shot, good straight alignment. So that's important to know. So we can get good, clean, accurate shots off in less than a half second.
Doesn't that same technique apply pretty much to any weapon? A pistol, or I don't know about a subgun?
All weapons.
You leave your head looking right at the target. Bring the sights.
Exactly right. Okay. Now we'll talk about levels of focus here in a second. It really applies more to handgun, but there's some concepts that carry over with the shotgun as well. Okay, and we'll get into that. Okay, so what it's looking like versus a guy kind of leaning back, trying to bring the shotgun up and afraid of it. We got a guy who's poised forward. He's presenting an aggressive stance. He's got the weapon mounted like this, nice and high. It's along his jaw here, ready to lock into the cheek, and the finger goes on right when that lockup's starting. All right, and I'm pretty much evaluating him. Now you notice from here, I can move fairly easy forward to back because I'm balanced. That's very important. Mobility is important. We want to be an elusive, difficult target for him. We're not going to stand here and duke it out with him. The last known location for me is here. Guess where he's going to be wanting to launch his projectiles? There, right here. So we don't want to do that. We want to make him have to deal with this moving, balanced, accurate shooting adversary. That's what we're trying to achieve through the shooting platform. Now, the contrary thing is, got a guy like this. That's what you're looking at. If you're, let's say, the aggressor for me, and we got a guy, all of a sudden, what kind of profile am I presenting to you? I'm presenting a guy like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me. You like that. Okay? What you don't like is the guy who does this.
Right.
So you're under a little bit different duress right away. Before I even pull the trigger, I'm putting you under duress downrange. That's important. You're scrambling for your life down there because it looks like you know what you're doing down here, and in fact you do. Okay, that's important. We've realized over and over through gunfights that people that are under control, pointing weapons at people, and not, falling apart down there, put the other adversary under duress. Okay, and the only way I can again show you is we'll actually do it for you. All right. So that's what the shooting platform's based on. It's based on the fact that we want to put the guy under duress. We want to be able to move, and we also want to be obviously accurately shoot off of this thing. Now, what will happen is we're going to be working today is we're going to go to the other side as well. Okay, so what will happen is when we go to the other side of the shooting platform, we're basically going to keep the weapon suspended in air and just reverse our hands. Okay, so we're not going to do a whole lot other than keep the weapon in the fight and reverse, left and right. Okay, because when we're cornering, if I was going around that obstacle to the right, it's right-handed. If I go around the other side, it's left-handed for obvious reasons.
And in a house, my house, for example, I'd be switching quite a bit potentially.
Exactly.
Back and forth.
You need to. We want our adversary to show up. I'll show you from this side. This is supposed to be a left-handed corner, so come on this side. We want our adversary to be trying to do things like this, to show major parts of his body off balance, trying to turn this corner, versus us, we're basically not going to show anything but the weapon and the eyeball. Okay? So what he's shooting at is a real small target that's got a nice stinger on the end of it, versus you're going to be shooting a much larger target. Guess what? The percentage is in our favor. So just by the way we set ourselves up to shoot, and the way we corner, and the way we maintain our shooting platform, we'll be in a better situation as well. All right? That's important. That's the basic fundamental. And what we mean by shooting platform, that's the picture postcard perfect look, what I was showing you. Hey, this is picture postcard look. But you'll see that it'll start bending over a little bit. It'll drop down to kneeling. It'll roll. Okay? It'll move. It'll slide. It'll go back. It'll go forward. It'll go left-handed. It'll roll. It'll drop down. And it'll move. Okay? The whole idea is that the weapon's in the fight the whole time. That's the purpose of the shotgun. That's why we're even out there. Versus, okay, I've seen this over and over. The guy goes from point A to point B. He's in this beautiful, looking at the situation. Thinks he's got a nice clear shot to go somewhere else. He leaves his point of cover and dismounts his shotgun. Now, if you had to have a shotgun up at any time in your life, would it be better to have it up out here or when you're sitting behind a nice piece of cover? You want your shotgun, if anything, you want it mounted here because you got nothing but your shotgun.
You're most vulnerable.
You're the most vulnerable out here. Yet we see it time and time again. Okay, so that's kind of a fighting aspect of keeping your shotgun out there. There's a guy I'm reading, which I really like, Musashi, and he's a swordsman. And he said, and it was one of his major basic premises, he said, in all things, cut with a sword. Whether you're blocking, parrying, moving, sliding, feinting, the sword is designed for one thing, to cut down your enemy. And what he was getting at, I'm sure there was a lot of people using the sword to block, or to scare, or to intimidate, and he just goes, cut you down. Shotgun's the same thing. At all times, the shotgun's out there to shoot him down. And if any moment in time that it's not, something's not right. Okay? Can't overemphasize that point. All right. Now, another thing that we wanted to talk about is what's called the OODA cycle, or decision cycle. And what that means is, and I'll just break it out, and I got a little tactics handout we're going to give you tomorrow. Okay, and you can take this back with you, and it applies to what we're going to be learning out here. And that's observation, orientation, decision, action. And the basic idea is to get in any engagement with anybody, whether we're going to squirt, you're going to pull your knife out, try to stab me with it, or we're going to get into a fist fight, whether we're going to get into a gunfight, a long gun fight, doesn't matter. The first thing that has to happen for the combatants to get into a fight is they got to see each other. All right? That's just, that's where square one is. And you think, well, that's, that's pretty obvious, Ken. That's something that painfully obvious. Well, maybe it isn't. If you're mounting your shotgun like this, so you got an arm and a big piece of metal cut through 30% of your vision when you're trying to find somebody with your finger on the trigger. How are we going to see our opponent? We can't. We can't get into the cycle. We're allowing him to get into the cycle first. You got to remember that this cycle is like a second hand sweeping at a high rate of speed. And we're trying to break down 1 second into increments. Okay? I have to be able to see my opponent to engage him. If I'm trying to corner with my weapon through my eyeballs, I've reduced 50, 60, 70% of my vision. Guess what? We've given him a distinct advantage at that point in terms of seeing us and making a maneuver on us. Okay, so the first thing I have to do is see the opponent. My weapons mount, whether it's a handgun, whether it's a knife, I don't want to put a knife up here in front of me, you know, baton or whatever, I've got to see him. Once I see him, I'm going to go ahead and orient myself in relation to him. Okay? What that means is you're going to have to evaluate what you're seeing. It could be, I don't know if you're married, or, okay, but if you were, it could be your wife. Is it my wife? Is it my neighbor? Is it a kid that's breaking into my house? Is it truly a bad guy? Bad guy, does he have a gun? Is he facing me? Is he moving away from me? You know, whatever the deal is, there's a lot of information that those light waves are, you know, giving you. And guess what? That takes time for you to process. And if you've never seen it before, it's going to take even longer because your brain's kind of going, what the heck am I looking at here? And you just don't, you know, don't have a natural answer for it. Okay, so that's why we stress getting into engagements with people, so you can say, your brain goes, I've seen that picture before. Okay, and we're gonna make our second-hand sweep more efficiently than his. So we observe him. Our stance has to allow us to see. We orient ourselves. We have to be able to put everything into perspective. Once we put everything into perspective and go, hey, guess what? We have a problem here. You're going to make a decision on how to deal with it. It may be to mount your shotgun up and fire rounds at him. It may be to talk to him or her or the little kid if it's a no-shoot situation. It may be an overwhelming situation and you need to go somewhere else and call 911. In other words, you choose not. Your decision is choose not to fight. That's oftentimes a great decision. Okay, so we're not always just blowing people, blowing people away. There's a lot of potential decisions. So here we are. We see a lot of things to see, a lot of things to orient, and a lot of potential decisions to make. Now, the decisions you make can be made on a couple different levels. One, obviously, is a subconscious level. Okay, if you're standing there with a knife out and you're ready to stab me, I'm not going to be making a whole lot of conscious decisions here. I'm not going to be sitting there analyzing it, and checking out the sun angle. Yeah, I'm not making conscious decisions. Agreed? There's going to be your decision will be based on what your natural reflexes are, based on training. Okay, if you got more tools in your tool bag to pull out, you can do a lot of different things. Or if it's a longer range engagement, for instance, we're moving across here, we're going out in the field, and we're going to make a lot of conscious decisions during the process. If you're working with your partner or you're by yourself, you may stop and sit there and really look at the situation and systematically analyze it. Okay, so you have a subconscious route and you have a conscious route. Both of those routes can be improved in terms of the way the circuitry is wired, so to speak. The bus, more efficient bus, right? So the bottom line is training again is going to make that pathway more efficient. You're going to start cutting off the needless. A lot of training is cutting off the needless. That's all it is. Getting rid of the things that we don't want to have in the cycle. Okay, once you make a decision, it's going to be expressed in some kind of action. Guess where you're at after you make an action in terms of the cycle? Second hand swept all the way around, you made an action, right back on the top again. Okay, because the fundamental reality has changed now. You have introduced something into the environment. Hopefully rounds going down right. You're going to have to look at him and make an evaluation, him or her, and figure out what is going on. Did I strike? Fall down? Did they run away? Did I miss cleanly? Whatever. You're right back at the top of the cycle again. hopefully, if you've made a good shot and you're seeing something like this, or see somebody fall down like a 50-pound, you know, when you drop somebody, what'll happen is it's like dropping a 50-pound sack of flowers. Like, you'll know. They'll just go down. All right, you'll know. If they're still on their feet, you also know it's time to put more rounds down range. Okay. But the idea is that you've now put him in a situation that where do you imagine he's stuck in the cycle? You've hit him with rounds. The guy's going, where's he in the cycle?
What was it? It was
observation, orientation, decision, action. He's on one of those. He's one on the top two. He's still stuck at what the heck?
He's definitely not.
What the heck?
He's definitely not at the action part.
Yeah, he's definitely not on good decision. He's definitely not on action. Guess what you've done? You've already cycled through again.
Reaction is what I was thinking. He's reacting.
He's reacting, and your cycle's going. Boom, 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 boom. Who's taking charge of the environment? You have. Okay, so that's really that little cycle alone is important to understand. A lot of people don't realize, yeah, that's really how an engagement goes down. I mean, you could talk about anything, and that's really how it goes down. So that's important to understand that and study that. I'll give you the little diagram and go, where can I increase efficiency along the cycle? Okay, obviously in the way I shoot, the way I see, the way I decide, and how well I can act. Okay, the more each one of those areas you can improve on. Okay, now. I want to emphasize, because I want to emphasize another point. You ever heard of a guy named Ed McGivern? Ed McGivern was a trick shooter in the 1930s, and he's got a book called Fast and Fancy Revolver Shooting. You might want to pick it up if you like to read. And it gave me a whole new perspective on firearms and what I was trying to achieve. And what he did was, during his time, the way people promoted firearms were they hired these guys, these really good shooters, and they gave them tons of weapons and tons of ammo. I mean, in the thousands, millions of rounds kind of thing. And they'd go around the country and promote, hey, here's what a Winchester shotgun can do, and here's what a Remington, rifle can do, or whatever. And they'd draw pictures, at high speed, and they would throw up multiple objects in the air, and they'd shoot them out of the air with rifles and shotguns. Phenomenal things these guys did. I would wish I could do that. And bottom line, they had a lot of rounds through the weapon. But McGivern stepped up and says, you know what? I want to do that with a revolver. I mean, do that with a handgun. So he picked up the Colt 45 and tried it with the Colt 45 and realized that, number one, he could shoot a revolver faster than a slide action auto because he could mechanically operate the revolver faster than the 45, and he also found out just to be the rhythm of the system, he'd be better off the revolver. So he quickly dumped the 45 auto and started. What he did is he trained himself, and he took this stick and a string, and he put like maybe 3-inch clay balls on it. And he had a guy spin it over his head, and he would just boom. He'd try to shoot it out of the air, and obviously he started reducing the size of the target as he started getting success. And then he started throwing.
Started paying his spinner more money.
There you go. Yeah, I wouldn't want that job. But if it was Ed McGivern, I wouldn't mind, though, as long as they didn't ask me to spin it like right here, like right in front of my chest. But what he did is started reducing the size of his target, and eventually got to the point where he's throwing little 1/2-inch balls up, and he could throw 5 up in the air and go and shoot 5 1/2-inch balls. And then he did one other feat, which I think is amazing. He took 30 nickel-sized wafers, and he had a guy throw the wafer up, and he'd shoot it in the center. And then the second one, he'd throw it, and he'd shoot it a little off center. And they laid him out on the ground afterwards, and the hole from each shot progressively moved closer and closer to the edge. So finally, the 30th shot nicked the outside, and you could just see the hole move over. And you go, what the heck, this guy, and he did all kinds of things, two-handed shots, all the weird trick shooting stuff. He could shoot a single action, like cowboy type gun at 600 rounds a minute, very fast, doing the little fly fan. Just amazing. He shot 5 rounds out of a revolver, Smith & Wesson, basically a stock gun, into a playing card at 15 feet in under ½ second. Now, that's been a world record for a long, long time, until some guy just did it with. Just barely beat it recently. was some caveat to it too as well. But anyway, the bottom line is what this guy said, and I went through all this progression with you because he said, first of all, you need to know how to break a second down. We all think in terms of seconds. And he goes, you need to break down a second. A second's a long time. You just start thinking in terms of tenths and hundreds and know how to judge that sense of time. So when I used to go to the range, Mike and I used to compete a lot, I used to sit there and go, that was a 2.47. And normally I started getting within hundredths of a second. When I seen an event, I could tell you how fast it took place. And he also said, what I do is not a mystery. It's not mystical. He said, what you have to do is you have to know what you're doing and then master it. Basically, he said, understand, it's a physics thing. He says, understand the physics of the situation, fully understand it, study it. And he was a study of, he basically prided himself in the study of motion. He said, know what you're doing and then master it. And a very simple saying, but it has a lot of wisdom to it. I go through all that because everything, we're going to start off kind of in a basic class today, but there's always shaving off time. There's always ways to be more and more efficient. And eventually, yeah, we want to be way over here. Well, how do we get it? How do we get over there? By doing this. One step at a time. Next thing you know, you're going to be over there when you were standing over here before. And you work your way incrementally to do that. There's not going to be any big mysteries. You're going to find ways to be more and more efficient. Okay, so I want to lay that as a mental foundation for you in terms of achieving, better results with your weapons and in your training. And it could be anything you're training. Okay, so hope that didn't confuse you, but I probably didn't. But I just kind of want to go through all that. Okay, so we have the shooting platform, and we want to be as efficient as we can. We want to keep the head up. We want to bring the weapon out of our face. We don't want it in our face because of that OODA cycle. Finger off the trigger. When we have a problem, boom. And we're ready to move left, right, forward, down, whatever we need to do.
So when you're moving, you're not bringing the gun down like this.
Correct.
But you're not keeping it in a ready to shoot position either.
Right.
You bring it down just a hair.
Out of the eyesight.
Okay.
Correct. Because if we got a problem, we're very, very close. And what happens is we need that time to evaluate our target. If you have the weapon mounted up, finger on the trigger, 50% of the trigger pressure taken out of the weapon. Guess what? As soon as you see the boogeyman come out of the closet, boom, you're shooting. And all of a sudden you go, oh my gosh, that's the next door neighbor. You didn't allow yourself any time to, I can't tell you how many times where I've seen movement, I've gone, and in the process of moving my weapon to I realized, oh, that's my guy, okay? Had I had my weapon up, finger on the trigger, I might have sympathetically taken the weapon, or fired the weapon, okay? Also, what happens if I put pressure on my left hand, I'll have a tendency to put pressure on my right hand. They know that. So when we're handling people or whatever, or someone, let's say you're backing up and you got your finger on the trigger, bang, it's going to go off. Someone comes up to help you and they bang, in a shotgun it doesn't take much to set that thing off.
So do you take your finger off the trigger whenever you move at all?
Pretty much, unless I'm shooting.
Sure.
If I'm engaging Mike as I'm sliding, I'll be banging away, bang, bang, bang. Okay, but as soon as I'm off, I'm looking for my next target, there's my finger, okay? Wherever it is, bang, comes on. Or if I realize I got a potential threat and I realize it's not a threat, okay? But that little time gives me plenty of time, if I'm trained up right, used to seeing it, to evaluate my target. Plenty of time to make a decision not to shoot, as well as shoot. You'll never be waiting for that trigger finger to get there. It will be there. By the time you go, what is that? And you're right about that. Okay, it's not what I want. You'll see me, I do this. You can see how it's almost sympathetic. Okay. I let off with this too. It's amazing. I'm looking at those. Maybe I shouldn't, but pretty much I just, okay, no shoot. When I shoot, a lot of people say my light comes on. Because what's happening is, it's sympathetic. And even though I'm aware of that problem, it's under duress. Your body has a tendency to do that. Okay, so we're going to incrementally move ourselves up. Basically, we're going to be static at first. We're going to pattern the gun, make sure we know what's going on with it. And then we're just going to start some basic drills. One shot, we'll talk about loading, all that good stuff when we get out of line. And then we'll just pattern the gun, fire a few rounds, check out your stance. We're going to constantly work on getting the mount. I'm going to do it left-handed, so I feel like Jerry's kids at first on the other side. Boom, all of a sudden I'll start feeling You won't even notice it probably by the end. You'll notice it a little bit, but probably start forgetting about it.
A little more natural.
Yeah. We have a lot of police officers at first that, I don't want to know, my Uncle Ernie back in Tennessee, he never taught me this. They're complaining about it. And then about a month later, they come back and, you know what, I'm doing it on the street. I'm not even thinking about it. They just completely forget about it. And that's where you want to be with that left and right-handed with your weapon. Okay, so why don't you get your shotgun, and Mike, what we'll do is I need probably some clean paper on these really close ones. I'm going to give them like a 3-yard, and evaluate the situation downrange. Make sure you're ready to fire. Okay, get a shooting platform, because if we have to shoot, we're going to shoot. Okay, shooting platform, work on your mount, try to keep your eyes open, and as the mount goes on, the finger goes on, even in practice.
Oh, okay. Like this?
Right, that's the deal. As you dismount it, the finger goes on. As you mount it,
where the finger's not on, right?
Excuse me?
When we're in ready,
your finger's off. So you can just sit there and work on this little mechanic right here. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, just work on that little mechanic so it's totally automatic. Okay? All right, that's what we're looking for. Okay, stand by. Jay's up, working his trigger finger. Both of you guys, stand by. Up. Okay, little wild on the trigger finger. For now, bear down on the target. Don't be in a big hurry to bring it down, okay? Okay, up. Okay. A big smash, trigger finger smash.
Yeah.
Okay, back down. Ready? Up. Ready? Okay, now open up your action. Releases on the other side there. Okay, good. Now, we just go over it. Again, if we can get the basics down, it's going to all be downhill, hopefully. Shooting platform, both guys are looking good on that. Safety off. Okay, I'm working on my mount. I'm looking at the front end. Okay, bang, 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 bang. All right? Bang, slack out. Bang, slack out. Bang, slack out. All right, let's do that 3 more times. Then we're going to go to the other side. We're going to go to our left shoulder. Do the same drill. Eyes open. Okay, standing by. Up. Okay, that's right. Just right there. That's the end of the drill. Okay, and down. Ready? Up. You should be on target with a slack out right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, for your second shot. Ready? Up. Slack out. Good. And down. Up. Slack out. That's where you should be for your next round.
Okay.
And down. Ready? Up. Good. Very nice. Okay. Leave your action open this time. Ready? Up. Okay, I said leave your action open this time, and you didn't. Okay, which is natural on a pump. Okay, now go ahead and combat load 3 rounds on your strong side and switch to your left side.
And the combat load is what we've been doing, or?
Yeah, just same load you've been doing. Mike, nope. Here's the combat load. Take that out. I'll work on you on this one. Here's the combat load.
Oh,
here, safety off. First round, underneath. Okay? Load, load. So I'm going to take that out, and once you do that, okay, so the weapon's in a mounted position underneath. All the rounds are in this hand. All the rounds are in that hand.
Or in the left hand?
Correct. Weapon is in a firing grip. Okay. At your threat, a round rolls underneath. You close your action. The other rounds go in. You're still evaluating your threat. Don't get all locked into, loading your weapon per se, mentally. Okay, now come to your left side. Okay, and now just kind of work the dry side. Just dry. Set it up. Don't pull the trigger. Just kind of work on your mount. Make sure you're leaning forward. Make sure the weapon's nice and high. Okay, and just take your time on this weak side. Okay. From the low ready or from the ready position. Okay, standing by. Bring your weapon down just a little bit there, Jay. Okay, ready? Up. 1 round. Work your trigger. Okay, kind of got rocked back on your heels a little bit. We've got to work the trigger finger. Okay, a little bit more forward. There we go. Mike, you're up. Stand by. Up. Jay's ready? Up. shot. Good. Ready? Up. Excellent. Ready? Up. Okay, just rock back just a little bit. Get yourself a little bit more forward, a little more aggressive stance. Okay, good. Ready? Up. Good combat load, 3 rounds on your strong side. Okay, what you did is you used your firing hand to load your ammunition. Oh, it's this. You can't shoot your gun when your firing hand is loading ammunition. So what you do is always maintain a firing grip. Always. This hand does all the work when you're loading in a combat load. Okay. That way, here's the idea on the combat load, guys. Theoretically, I didn't shoot my shotgun dry. All right. Theoretically, I know I have a few rounds left, but I've just capped off a few, okay? I've capped off a few in my house. So what I want to do is I want to go, all right, you know, okay? Okay, and if in the process I have a problem, I can let him have it. I'm in the middle of this load and I go, oh, okay? I just start my load, right? Because I'm ready to shoot. That's not a good thing to run into when I'm loading. When I'm over here, loading and dicking around with it per se, you know, I'm not sure why I'm loading. All of a sudden, I'm under duress. Right here, I'm going, okay, what do I got? All right, so that's what I'm looking at with the combat load. Okay, all right. The idea of being ready to shoot at any point in our sequencing is important. And there's a speed load that's a little different. And it's a specific time that we use that load. The idea is we don't ultimately want to shoot our shotgun dry. So what we're going to do now is practice that. I have you loading 3 right now. After you fire 2, stoke it up with 2 more. Okay, so put a couple rounds in your pocket and do not let your shotgun go dry until I tell you to shoot it dry. All right? Okay, place the weapon on your your left side. Weak. Yeah, I'll say left because I don't want to predispose you to weak.
Right.
I have the same problem. So it's on your, yeah, there you go. Now dismount it a little bit so you can see your adversary. Fingers off the trigger, just working on it. Controlling our trigger finger, keeping our head up, leaning forward. Stand by, J's up, up. A little bit high on the target, okay, that's right.
Kind of jerk
Stand
the trigger
by,
too.
up. Now same thing, let the recoil open your action. Just big thing is don't fight the gun. Let it come open. Just slight rearward pressure on it will crack it open.
Okay.
Okay, stand by. Up. Good. Very nice. Good. Stand by. Up. Good. 2 rounds. Ready? Up. Good. Very nice.
Okay, now I want to load.
Yep. Load. Go ahead and load 2 rounds. Go ahead and load up so you have 3 total. Stand by. 1 round. Up. Okay, load 2 more. So you have a stoked
and go off the trigger, Mike.
Off the trigger. Okay, now what's going to happen is 1-shot drill. You're going to start off on your strong side, and I'll say strong or weak. Once you hear the cue, you'll switch and shoot, or you'll shoot, depending on what side you're already on. Or I'll say right or left. Okay, here's the idea. And Mike will give me the cues. Okay, so I'll be standing here, right-handed, evaluating my target. Stand here ready to go.
Left.
I'll switch.
Right.
Switch.
Left.
Switch. Okay. Just working behind the gun. The idea, don't be in a big hurry to do it. It's not going to happen in a big hurry. Okay. And you may be sitting on your right side, and I'll call it out right. Just shoot right. Okay. Okay. And then keep your shotgun stoked. All right.
You want to start strong side?
Start off on your right side.
So he'll go first.
And I'll just walk right behind him, give him the command. Then I'll walk behind you and give you the command. Stand by. Left. Stand ready. Stand by. Right. Stand by. Right. Okay, clear it. Good, very nice. Okay, stand by. Left. Stand by. Right, left. Stand by. Left, right. Okay, stoke that shotgun up. Take your time, do it. Wait, now we're looking at a combat load now. Okay, roll it up. If you haven't already got one in, goes underneath like that. Just take your time. Let it go. Stoke underneath, being aware of what's happening downrange. Okay, standing by.
Is it on him or is it on me?
On you, I'm standing right behind you.
All right.
Right, right. Good. Just relax. Stand by. Right, right. Stoke again. Stand by. Right, left. Very nice, Jay. Okay. Stand by. Right, left. Smooth. Very nice. Okay. Here we go. Stand by. Left, right. Very nice. Good. Very nice. Stand by. What's that?
I'm down to one load.
Okay. Hold on. Stand by. Shoot. Okay. All right. Very nice. Okay. Go ahead and download your weapons for a second. Okay. That's just kind of getting us moving, grooving. One shot, two shot drills. Don't get too excited one way or the other. Okay. Now what we're going to do is add a little bit of motion to it. Just a little bit. All right. We'll start off strong side only. What you're going to do is I'm going to stand there and I'll give you a couple different commands. Could be, one command is shoot, just fire, bang. Or I might say up, shoot. Could be either one. You have to listen. It means the same thing. I may say down. At that point, what you'll do is you'll replace your foot with your knee. The thing is, what I don't want to do is get in kneeling positions where I'm coming around a corner and exposing more by dropping the knee outside the foot. We're going to get used to placing our feet just enough out of the corner, once it gets into cornering, just enough where he can't see anything. I brought a weapon around the corner, and if I want to drop to kneeling, I replace that way. That way I don't give him a big juicy thigh to start ripping up. All right? And we'll maintain the weapon along the plane, so all he's going to be seeing is, I may or may not even see this, but a barrel just sliding right along that line that represents the door line and the corner line. So what we don't want to do is get in the habit of stepping out and giving him something. All right? So I may say down. So I may say up, bang, down, bang. I may say forward, bang. One step forward, shoot. I may say right. You'll go right, left. If I say left, you go left, right. If I say forward, you go 1, 2. If I say back, you go back, front. The footwork is, and we'll do it dry first, is if you're going that, whatever direction I call, that's the foot that moves first. Don't cross, get yourself crossing. Right is right, left, right back to the shooting point. Left is left, right. Back is back, front. Front, front, back. Incremental movements. You say, oh, that's no big, why did you waste my time? Little things make differences, big time. You overextend, you go too slow or too fast in a gunfight, that's all it takes for the guy to clean you. Okay, it happens very fast. We all know this, we've been shot up so many times. Okay, so all I want to do is little incremental movements for now. And eventually this is going to translate to good, smooth motion where we can change our direction anytime we want based on what he's doing. Okay? He's hiding behind something blazing away. We'll be able to make a very difficult target for him to acquire as we're laying them right in on top of the target. Okay, so go ahead, and now the other load I want to talk about is the speed load. Okay, so sometimes we get kind of a combination of the two, and we really want to kind of isolate them. And when we're out here on the range, let's try to be as disciplined as we can. You can get sloppy on your loading, and you're not doing yourself any good. We have shot our shotgun dry. All right, what we want to do, and this technique is very good for the slide action, and it's also very appropriate for this weapon as well. But what I want to do, as a matter of fact, I'll do it with the slide first. I load 3, I loaded 5, I shot 5, whatever. We know that we've pretty much emptied our weapon. So theoretically, we would have known to leave our action back if we have a good presence of mind of what's going on this side.
Do you typically count in a gunfight?
I just kind of know. I know. I don't count, but I know. That's all I can tell you. I know how many rounds. Also, I can feel when I'm opening it up. If I pretty much know. I won't be able to count.
Experience gives you an idea.
If you shoot, reload. Okay, probably the most typical load is going to be a combat load. But on that Benelli, you'll hear it go. You can feel the difference for sure. Okay, on this one you just need to be a little bit more aware of what you got. Okay, you may have maybe you dumped your whole load. You loaded 3. That's all you had time for, and you went 1, 2, 3, and you know it was 3. Because you loaded 3 just a minute ago, and you had to dump your 3 at somebody, and hey, but that's a good time to know you better leave your action open because you're gonna have to put some more rounds in. See what I did there?
Yeah.
So I dumped my load. I said, shit, here comes the heathen horde. I put in 3. That's all I had time for. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm on my way again. Okay, and this is where this load comes in. Okay. Otherwise, you're going, oh, and you're wasting time.
You're locked forward.
Bad news, trying to find it, especially on this shotgun. It's in a bad spot. On an 870, it's a little easier. Okay. Anyway, here's the mechanics of the speed load on a slide action shotgun. What I'll do is, in recoil, I'll leave it back. The left hand, which was pumping the shotgun, in this case, will go right and balance the weapon below the ejection port. Maintain about this tight. Why? Because as soon as I get one in, I don't have to turn the gun straight. I mean, I'm basically ready to fight the gun again. I'm still ready to fight the gun if I have to. I'm in the middle of this load and I got Mike on top of me coming. I can point the weapon at him and shoot him. Okay, so I'm still thinking about firing the weapon even though I'm in the middle of this so-called speed load. Bang. What I'll do is I'll reach in on the right side. Now this is where the trigger finger, or the hand that was firing, does all the work. I'll reach in, I'll drop it in, same hand reaches up, closes the action, and rotates the weapon at the same time. Notice the thumb draped over the loading port here, especially in an 870. The Mossberg's not bad at all, but an 870's got a nice spring-loaded elevator right there. And what does it do? When you put that round in there, it goes, it takes right off. So what I want to be able to do, now my next grab for rounds, as many as I can comfortably grab. Okay? Basically, go ahead and just start pumping them in there, being aware, don't put them in backwards, make sure you get them all the way in. Okay? Still aware of what's going on. Alright? Turn it, ready to go. Let's go through the mechanics one more time. I like to get my first round in singly. Get the stupid thing loaded. That's what I like to do. Now if you get real lucky or you have a real nice setup where you can get them all and they're all arranged in your hand really well, that's great. These things have a tendency to grow little legs when you're under duress, and they run around in your hand and they run around about 20 feet away from you. So what I like to do when I'm in a tactical situation is get the stupid thing loaded with one round, control it, okay? Now, at least I got a loaded weapon. Now I can spend a little more time digging for more rounds. That time I only got 2, that's fine. I'll come in and I'll dig for some more, okay?
And you're just gonna keep pumping it full of rounds as you comfortably can do it.
As I can comfortably do it. Now, if the heathen horde's coming, he's gonna kill me, I'm gonna shoot him with what I have.
2's enough.
Yeah, I got 3 in there right now.
Right.
1 in the pipe, 2 in there. Be aware of what you got. Okay, so that way if I have to go bang, 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 shoot him down 3 times, I know I'm right back into my speed load like I talked about. We're ready to go. So now the same thing applies to the Benelli. Okay. Only the nice part about it is we don't have to worry about whether or not we lock the slide to the rear, because it's theoretically going to lock to the rear. It may not. Now that happens too. So what I want to do is I want to slowly talk you through that load, Mike. Okay. Just go through it. Put some rounds on your right side somewhere. Okay. And what you're going to do, Mike, is you're going to put your slide forward first. You're going to fire a round and then leave your action open to start your load procedure. Okay.
Okay.
And Jay's just going to stand right here with an open action. Okay. You guys, we don't have to put our ears on yet. We're just going to work the load. Hopefully we won't have any rounds going on.
So we're going to dry fire, in other words?
Dry fire 1 round.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so go ahead, fire 1 round, slide your action to the rear. Okay, you, in your case, your slide should be to the rear now. Okay, now here's where we're at. Left hand slides back and cradles the weapon in a good center of mass cradle. Now the right hand does all the work. Okay? Okay, boom, turn. Now with that bang, you're gonna have to do a little cradle and turn.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
And what I would do, see, because we have a spring-loaded elevator right here, is do this. Get the thumb wrapped over.
Okay.
Because what happens if this thing's hot, it'll burn the shit out of you too.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So now for here, because we have an elevator, we want to make sure that we get them all the way in, and moss break's not a problem. You're ready to go.
My thumb has gotten stuck in there before, and it really, really hurts.
I believe it. Okay, so right about there. That's to catch the round once we put it on the elevator.
Okay.
Okay. So have we loaded 3? Yes. Okay. What we're going to do is load. We're going to shoot 3 and do a speed load. All right. I want the speed load to be about half speed. All right. Okay. You guys. Download my shotgun. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do this 1 at a time so I can watch. Okay, you got 3 rounds in your weapon. You're gonna shoot 3, nice and smooth. Bang, bang, bang. Reload and stand ready. Stand by and shoot. Nice and smooth. First round goes in. Close and turn. Drop the thumb over. That's the important part.
Okay. And get some kind of pouch that's convenient.
Right. Exactly. You can see where this comes in.
In my case, when I would use this, I'd probably be running around my house at night.
Right. Just get some kind of nice open pouch you can work with. Okay. And then shoot 3. Ready? Okay, and stand by. Okay, you're up, Mike. Here's a little bit more complex. Okay, you're going to shoot 3 and leave your action open after the 3rd round. Stand by, take your time, shoot. Action open. Okay, now left hand slides back, cradle, this hand does all the work. First round goes in, don't worry about aligning it, close and turn. Thumb wraps over, grab many rounds you can comfortably grab. Okay, in that case, I've already got 3. Okay, now shoot 3. Slide. Okay, that's where you leave your action open, right there. Okay, good. That's something you got to work on, the slide action. Yeah. Be aware of how many put in, how many are shot. Yeah. Let's do the drill one more time. Load. Okay, now you guys can both speed load 3 right now using the technique, and you're going to shoot 3, speed load 3, shoot 3. It's a 6-round drill. You know, for this drill, maybe not bury this round so deep, kind of stick them up, get to them.
I don't think they'll stay.
Okay.
But I'll do what I can.
Okay.
So, actually. So bring the gun down.
Boom, right. Close turn. Good, perfect. Positioning. Now be aware of what's happening downrange. Don't forget, because you can, while you're fumbling for rounds, you're looking downrange. Okay, you're up. Stand by. Go. Nice and smooth. Looking downrange now, looking good. Looks real good. Just stay smooth. Shotguns don't load up at lightning, paces. Okay. Shoot 3, very smooth. Keep your eye open. Good, okay. All right. You're up, Mike. Stand by. Shoot. Open, good. Left hand comes back right along with the action. That's the position you want to be in. Close and turn. Grab 2. Make sure you get them all the way in. Start moving the weapon toward the target. Leave it open after 3. Very nice drill. Okay, excellent. Okay, those are your 2 loads, your speed loads and your combat loads. So I'll designate, I'll just go back and forth. I'll say combat load 3, combat load 2, combat load 5, speed load 3, whatever. Okay, so you just go back and forth with it based on what you want to be able to do. Okay, now let's do our little movement drills. And Mike, what I could do, if we could slide that plate over, and what you guys can do is you can alternate, you can shoot whatever target you want on this movement. You're going to be moving at the same time. So if I say right, you'll both go right, you'll both go left. Just pick a target and go ahead and engage it. A little bit further over, Mike. Just a little bit more, please. Thanks, buddy. Right here? Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Okay, and we'll clear ourselves a little path to work with here. So we'll just step up a little bit. We'll just work right in here. Okay, kind of fill your pockets up with rounds on both sides. Or in case it's in the pouch, just fill yourself up with some rounds. If you want to, go ahead and use this. That's what I keep my shotgun rounds in. Okay. Thanks. So, I just want to see how we're doing on ammo. Just kind of meager. Yes. Okay, you guys will be working together in terms of this. I'll just give one command: left, right, forward, back, whatever. And doing the little one-step drills. First of all, we're going to do it dry. So, go ahead and pick up your weapon, put it in the low ready position, and I want you to just work on whatever direction I tell you to go first. That's the foot that's going to move.
You're going to work up here?
Yeah, that'll be good. So, forward is front back. Right is right left. Left is left right. Back is back front. Down is replacing the knee. Replacing the foot with the knee. Okay, and up. Okay, perfect. Okay, you got it. Let's do it one more time. Right is right left. Left is left right. Forward is front back. Back is back front. Down is dropping the knee. Very nice. Okay, that's the drill. Okay? All the time, we're nice and smooth. The lower body is the suspension system. That's what takes up all the rough terrain. You know, as the terrain moves, but this upper turret system is okay, nice and smooth. You hit something in your house, kid's toy, whatever. I mean, I get kids now. It's like ignore it. But you'll be basically there because you're not freaking out of control.
It's like an M1 going over rough terrain. The turret's pointing like this. The tank's going like this.
That's what we're looking to try to achieve with our body. Right now, along those same lines, we don't want to go too fast. Remember, the weapon is our primary tool for cutting him down. We don't need to be, when we're running, we can't do that because the gun is doing this number. I don't know of anybody who can run and shoot very well. I know people can move very smoothly and efficiently and shoot pretty good. All right, so that's what we're looking to try to do. The weapon keeps us out of trouble. Okay, so go ahead and load up the capacity of your weapon, speed, combat load.
Fill them up?
Yeah, just fill it up. weapon's not in a firing grip, Mike. That's the important thing. While we're loading, you have to be able to fire up.
5 in the mag and 1 in the chamber.
Okay, stand by.
Actually, you can pick here for my hearing.
Sure.
Aids on for you.
What I want you to do is pick either target. You know, switch back and forth. Doesn't really matter. Okay, these are one-shot drills for right now. Okay, one-shot drill. Stand by. Left. Yeah. Oops. Okay, you move left.
Right.
First.
And together. No, together.
Or no, are we?
Yeah.
We don't shoot at that point, though.
Move together and then shoot.
Okay, let me show you. Michael, give me the drill. Okay. Okay, I'll be standing here, kind of looking what's going on. Down. Okay. Right. Forward. Just little incremental movements. When you think you can shoot, go ahead and shoot. No problem. When you got your shots, when you know you can make a good shot, shoot.
We're going for these 2 metal targets?
Either one.
Okay.
You guys pick whatever one you want to do. I'm just giving you different targets. You're both moving on my command and shooting on my command. Stand by. Down. Okay, reload.
No, I'm waiting for your command to shoot or
No.
Okay.
As soon as you hear the direction, you're off and running. Okay? Back up, original position. Always return back to your original position after the drill. Okay. Stand by. Right. Nobody should have their finger on the trigger while they're waiting for me. Okay, stand by. Left. Back to your original position. Forward. Position. Back. Okay, go ahead and speed load the capacity of your weapon.
Now, how do we speed load if we're not empty? Just flip it
rotate it over and speed load it up. Evaluating your threat. Okay, now what I want everybody to do is get a good firing grip on the weapon, fire it upside down, so you know you can do it, and hit your target. Kind of work on it. Maybe go for the larger target
just
first.
Grab it like that? Or
Yeah.
like just like we're loading it?
It's just like you're kind of, only problem is you got a problem with this here, so I'd reach up and get my hand either behind it or in front of it. Okay?
Or
Probably, in this case, let me see where I'm at. Yeah, I'm here, I'm loading, I'll probably just take it like that. I'll reverse it, okay, upside down like that.
Okay.
Alright?
Was the pump back here is fine,
Just
right?
fine, shoot it, and then pump it afterwards. Okay?
And under your arm?
Yeah, underarm. Go for the large target. Go for it. Okay, a little high. There you go, good.
Ow. It's a hot barrel.
Right. Like I said, they'll get hot. But under duress, you won't feel it. Go ahead, fire your round upside down. There you go. Now, when you're doing these underarms, I just want everybody to know that they can do it. Shoot low. If you shoot over top of his head, it's nothing. If you hit him in the thighs or even hit the floor and it bounces up, much better. At night and under duress, you have a tendency to shoot high. So think low. Think about hitting him in the groin, and that's probably a good area to be kind of looking at.
That'll probably take care of things.
Yes, it will. Okay, rotate back to a shooting position, proper. Okay, you ready there, Mike?
Yep.
Okay, stand by, left. Stand by, right. Position. Down. Shoot. Okay, everybody should be working on that next shot, which is finger on the trigger, slack out, and then release, okay? Remember, back to our one-shot drills, that's all we're doing. Rarely are we going to be doing one freaking shot on somebody under duress, okay? Get ready for your light. You gotta get that finger wrapped up there. Okay, stand by. Right. Left. Okay, start your weapon up, move left. Just shoot it, one round in and shoot it.
You want me to shoot the round?
Yeah, if I give you a left in the middle of a load, one round, shoot, go, reload. Okay, good. Now reload the capacity of your weapon. reality, what this would do is probably put a cut in your hand, but you're not really going to worry about it.
If I fired the gun that way?
Duress.
Yeah, I'm just going to pull the trigger.
You will not feel it. You
Yeah.
won't even know what happened. On training, we don't want to do that. Okay, now, everybody get the idea on that drill? What I want you to be doing is your one-shot mechanics in terms of getting that next round on target also. So what we're going to do, this time we're going to fire 2 rounds after I give you the direction, okay? 2 rounds, and standing by for the 3rd round, right? That means ready for the 3rd, and then we go, okay, and then we're off. Give me a 3rd round look, and then back off. Okay, stand by. Shoot. 3rd round look. You're not ready for the 3rd round? Yeah, there we go. I was talking to Mike, okay? Stand by. Ready? Left. 2 rounds on every target. Okay. Keep your finger off the trigger, put it on the receiver. Okay, stand by. Right. Bang, bang. 3rd round, ready to go. Okay, good. Go ahead and combat load to the capacity of your weapon. Combat load, that means holding the weapon in a firing grip. The capacity of your weapon. Don't be in a big hurry, be smooth. Okay, place the weapon on your left shoulder. Okay, we're going to go dry here. Finger up, Mike, you got your finger on the trigger. Okay, we're going to go dry. So I'm just going to call out the direction, and you're going to do the same thing. Okay, just dry without shooting, just working on your motion. Right, right, left. Not such a big step there, Jay. Left, left, right, incremental. Forward, front, back, 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 front, down, drop the knee, up. Okay, it probably feels a little, feels a little gangly. But that's okay. Okay, here we go. Stand by. This is going to be live. 1-shot drill. Fire around. Stand by. Be ready for the 2nd shot. Give me a 2nd shot look, and then dismount. Okay, stand by. Shoot. So forward, dismount, finger off. Stand by. Left. Position. Finger off the trigger while you're moving. Stand by. Right. Now, Mike, even in left-handed, let the recoil open up your action for you. I'm hearing a shot and then a distinct slide action. Okay, stand by. Down. Good. Forward. Very nice. Down. Okay, speed load to the capacity of your weapon. Rotate it all the way over and cradle it. Right. Just like that. Thumb comes over. Right hand does all the work. Basically, it's pretty simple. Both of them are pretty simple. One hand does all the work on either side. Just depends on what side you're on. Alright, I gotta go back to some around. Should I shoot these 3? Okay, just load up what you got. And I'll give you a few more here. Don't say I never gave you any. Okay, this time we're going to be on the left shoulder. We're going to be double tapping. Standing by.
Now, can I check, just like a pistol on this gun, can I check and see if there's one in the pipe?
Yes, you can. Great idea. Okay, finger off the trigger, standing by. Ready? 2 rounds. 3rd, waiting, and then down, left. Good. Dismount. The reason why it's doing that, these are light loads. It's not the shotgun. Okay.
So it's still empty casing in there?
Yeah, it's fine. It's good.
All right.
Okay. Stand by. Right. That's a good practice for you. You get to work the thing. Stand by. Down. Drop the other knee. You need to drop this knee. Just don't forget. What will happen is you'll expose that. You're on the drop out. Okay, that's okay.
Oh, so You drop the knee that's on the same side the gun's on.
Correct. That one will be replaced, exactly.
Okay.
And what that'll allow you to do later on is our cornering and our rolling will be set up perfectly for it, okay? Otherwise, go ahead and drop it out there.
You mean my right knee?
Yeah, stick the leg out, and see now what's going to happen, no, the other way around, like you did before. You're going to have a tough time rolling going the other way, around
okay.
a corner that needs to be left-handed. You're going to be rolling around with that knee, and he's going to go.
So
or he's going to know that you're coming.
So I drop the knee that's lined up.
Always, yeah. The back knee. It'll be the back knee. Just keep it out of the way. Okay. So if you're on this side, this knee drops. It's always the back knee.
It's the opposite knee of the gun.
Correct.
This knee.
Wait, let me see. No.
That
no.
Knee.
Right-handed, my right knee drops.
Okay.
Left-handed, my left knee drops. It frees me up to be able to get over the top. If I stick it out here like this, I'm going to run right into my knee on my rolls. Plus, I'm going to give him my knee.
Okay.
Okay, let's do one more left-handed drill. We'll take a break. Standing by. Forward. Left. Weapon, Mike, and go ahead, fire 2 rounds. Okay, clear your weapon. Just take a little mental break here. And we won't discuss shooting techniques during the break. We'll just relax mentally, and then we'll come back with stuff. Mike, what we'll do is get this on videotape? Yes, I will. Okay. Unfortunately. We do after this little break. Pop the video in. Do a little video analysis. Just to get a visual picture. A couple of things and we'll move on.
Anybody have any extra beverage?
Yeah, I got some water.
Alright, great. I'll bring some tomorrow.
I should have brought some more guys. All right, so again, cornering, what we want to do on the cornering is our ability to get the weapon. You got a taping, Mike?
Yes.
Okay. Our ability to get the weapon around the corner and our eyeball, because that's our primary thing we got to observe. Remember the OODA cycle, we got to be able to see him first before we can move on to the next part of the cycle. So what I want to be able to do is get that weapon around the corner and basically not expose anything else. So what will happen is you'll basically hinge it on this line right here, and there'll be a little bit additional roll. Now what that roll does, all of a sudden you'll see, whoop, okay, now notice what happens to my muzzle. See how much I gained, and I can actually see a pie or a larger angle in the room. What I don't want to do, a couple of the no-nos, is real slow. Slow allows him to pick up that motion, see the elbow, see the gun, and being the rocket scientist that he is, he's gonna have time to react. So there's kind of a nice little just enough and just fast enough where even if he's standing there, he has this immediate impression that he's under duress. This is not what we're looking for.
Okay? It senses that you're timid.
We're not hunting. We're just kind of, well, okay, hopefully I don't see him on the my next move. Here we're going, looking. Okay? And if he's there and he's got a gun, we shoot him. If we need to change levels, we can do that. If we need to back off, we can do that. We're in a shooting platform. We're ready to go. If we need to attack him, we can do that. If he sticks a gun around the corner, we can shoot him through the wall, take his gun. All this stuff we can evaluate right here. And while I'm on the top, okay, but that I'll get to the distancing in a second. Boom. I see it. Watch what happened. Now you see that my stick has, I've gained a little bit, and I may want to change levels, but notice when I knee, my stick maintains the same relationship. I don't get any more or less. I roll a little bit more. I got a little bit more. I replace the feet, roll a little bit more. Incrementally, keeping the body behind the line as I'm going up and down. Then I roll out, get some more. replace the body underneath it, straighten up, roll a little bit more, replace the body underneath it, straighten up. That way, the only thing he sees, barrel, eyeball, and the small portion of your elbow. A lot more difficult target. You'll see people take these gigantic bites, give a whole head. You'll see people lead with the feet first, feet, foot, and leg first. Instead of rolling out, they'll lead with a foot.
Goodbye leg.
Or he knows exactly where you're at. And you haven't seen him yet. You've given him some, remember, he can see now before he can see you. You can see him, excuse me. You've let him enter the cycle before yourself. Worst case, 50-50 if we're doing it this way. Best case, we're on top of the cycle before he is. Okay, that's important to understand. So we'll work on that left and right-handed. You can see now none of that stuff will work if I'm trying to go, if I'm a left-hander and I'm trying to do all this stuff. I'm kind of going, yeah, all right, and what am I going to do? I have a very difficult situation here. So that's the importance of going right and left-handed. Okay, the other thing is distancing. We see all kinds of things. Just like in many other skills, there's more ways to do it wrong than right. We're trying to just come up with a simple method that, simple is good in this case. Mike, why don't you come around the other side and present an imaginary pistol or whatever. Actually, a barrel would be good. Let me give you the shotgun here. I want you guys to check that. Magazine. Okay. Mike, check that. Okay. What we don't want to do is, for instance, Mr. Bad Guy's in the corner. Okay. We don't want to lead with this for obvious reasons. If I grab it, or I know where he's at and I shoot him.
What do you mean you don't want to lead with this?
He is leading with his shotgun.
Oh, okay.
He's leading the corner. If he keeps himself away from the corner, go left-handed. Yeah. Okay. As he's turning, I'll tell you when I can see the barrel. Okay. I see it when he's ready to shoot me. I ain't getting to it.
Okay.
Okay. Now if he comes in nice and tight, okay, and he leads with that barrel, okay, he's got a problem. Okay. He's got a real problem on his hands. Or I plan out and I shoot him, depending on what the situation happens to be. If I have a knife, okay, and he leads with that barrel, okay, I come around, I take him, and I stick him with his knife. Bad news. He doesn't like, it's not a good deal, with a 4-inch blade sticking through your eyeball. All right? All because he's leading with a weapon, he's too close. Thanks, Mike. So what we want to do, whether it's handgun, shotgun, we want to maintain what we call about an arm's distance length away from our corners, if at all possible.
Okay.
It's not always possible. You may have real narrow hallways. But at least we know we're in a very difficult, we have to know the liabilities of getting too close. Sometimes you have to because you're just stuck. And sometimes I'll even choke up on the gun if I have to. Still maintain a shooting clap. It doesn't look picture postcard perfect, or I'll have to kind of, reduce my stance a little bit, but I'm still not going to, I'm going to endeavor not to keep that muzzle pointing around the corner first. The other thing this offers me is, I'll give you an example. Let's say Mike's got a handgun. Why don't you come around the other side, Mike? And I'm going to tuck myself up real close, and I'm going to maintain a non-shooting platform, and I've seen things like this where I'm trying to observe, okay? And he turns the corner properly. The first impression I see is a weapon on top of me, and I'm in a bad situation. He's already on top of me.
You're not ready to shoot.
I'm not ready to shoot. I'm too close. Where are my movement options? Here, not good. Here, not good. Here, I got to run backwards, and he just he can cut down that angle fairly quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the other way is I'm here ready to go. I'm looking for something, and I see a leg. He makes some kind of mistake. He sees a leg. I realize I have a gun. I got mobility options. Left gives myself enough time to clear and analyze the situation. That's all I need. Okay. So just this little bit of displacement horizontally, and also have vertical displacement. I have a little bit of fighting room here that I didn't give myself by tucking myself up here. I've seen this. I've seen this. You know, you've seen it on TV a million times, but you see guys that are in SWAT teams and FBI and everybody, and I'm not slamming the FBI per se, but I've seen guys, they know there's a guy, and this is live footage of people actually fighting people with guns. A guy just finished firing rifle rounds at somebody, and the guy goes like this. Now what he's looking for, I don't know, because when he finds it, he's gonna. Now look, okay, instead of the guy, you know, stepping up and going, okay, you know, looking with a gun, he's just popping a melon out there going, wow, over. He doesn't realize how fast he can get shot, and even if he sees the guy, what the heck's he going to do about it? His only alternative is just to lose sight of him anyway. And now how much has he gained? Nothing. He's risked his life for absolutely nothing. So if we're going to risk our life, let's risk it this way. Okay? Let's risk it, make ourselves an elusive target. We've got a big enough corner. We've got the other thing about corners, if we're not in a hallway, this corner, I'm cornering just as effectively from back here. So, you know, I'm attempting to turn that corner, but I'm starting the cornering from way back here.
You don't need to be right next to the wall.
Same corner. I don't have to be on top of it. I'm completely free to fight. Here, get myself all bunched up. You're hosed. Other weapons, he's on top of you before you know it. Okay, he's got a long way to go to get to me. You can see how fast I can unload 3 rounds. You can do the same thing with your weapons. That's not a nice thing to run into. I won't have the same options when he's on top of me and I'm struggling for the weapon at this point. Okay, that's just the real basics. As we fight real people, the other issues come forth. Now what I want you guys to do is on your own, just kind of load up your rounds. We'll just walk you through just the peak, mechanics of the peak, and when you see your target, shoot it, roll around, change levels, bang, get your other target, fired him twice, fired him up, walk to the other side, work on your distancing, elevation, left and right hand, and just kind of work behind the barricade, back and forth, shooting. For now, clear the wall. Okay, clear the wall. We'll imagine this is concrete. We want to clear the wall. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put you up first, Jay. Mike, if you could walk him through this part of it. Okay. Are you up for it? Sure. Okay. And we'll have Mike help you go through this, and just kind of from there. Yeah.
We're going to load up right from the start, right?
Yeah, just load them up. This isn't a loading drill, this is a cornering drill. So we want to concentrate on that. When you do load, use one of the 2 techniques. I have a hard time getting that properly. When I have to roll this foot in like this, and have to put my legs, I can't do it.
Hang on for a second.
Oh yeah, he's real cool. He's really cool. He just do what you can do. He's not like do this, because I just gotta protect him.
Okay, come over here to the center. Okay, we're gonna start off. I'm gonna just have you go to the right first, and I'll bring you back, and you can work to the left. We'll start in the center each time. Start working to the right, just start working that corner. Okay, switch the weapon, start working to the left side now. Are you empty? Go ahead and take the center target too. Okay. Turn around, go back to the right side.
Okay. Okay, make your weapon safe and go ahead and set the steel mic, and the mic will get set up.
Okay. One little thing we want to do, Jim. Okay.
Okay.
Up here. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, go to the left. Finger up the trigger till you get a target. Push your body forward this way. Okay. Okay, turn around. You're going to go to the right now?
Now, would you start leaning out from the very center, from the very time that you begin cornering? Or would you not lean out until you're a little further along? Would you approach the corner a little bit before you start leaning out?
Yeah. In this case, because I'm down a hallway, yeah, I'll probably just kind of evaluate it like this.
Okay, okay.
Once I have to start leaning to look down the next.
Once you get a little closer to the corner.
Once I have to kind of start picking out the room.
Okay.
You'll start your roll out.
Okay. And then, as I lean, the instant I see the target.
Let him have it. As long as you know it's a shoot target. Yeah.
Okay. As soon as I identify the target.
As soon as ID, let it have it.
So, I mean, not to badmouth Mike, but instead of leaning and then wait, you know, settle in a little bit and fire, I just lean,
you
boom!
You should be ready to fire right there.
Right, okay.
It should be a BAM!
Right.
You know, it shouldn't have any extra, oh my gosh, should be just BAM, let them have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And exactly. I should be balanced already.
Right. That's why we want to maintain our balance. And again, it's not picture postcard perfect, but now we're talking about fighting with the weapon. This is all, you know, in the range and everything's perfect, and you know, but
I don't know about the angle.
those targets start shooting back. Now when you got targets shooting back, we can't offer him this nice big thing, you know.
Okay, just unload the gun. Okay.
We'll stay erect when we're out in the open and we got no other choice.
Okay.
So a lot of times when you're cornering, you're not going to be upright.
Toward the end.
You're going to be tilted over a little bit.
Position.
Go
What's that?
backwards.
To be in an unconventional
lean out. What you want to do?
Exactly right.
Just lean into it as you come in.
Yeah, Mike's really getting himself out there. Keeps his body back.
Right.
Okay, set the steel. I wish that steel would stay up, but it's just not, so wish in one hand. If we had hangers, it'd probably be a little better, but
Right.
that looks good, Jay. Get yourself set up.
Right.
Good.
Right.
Very nice. The whole movie was about politics and the world scene and everything else, and it was these two wizards, an evil wizard and a good wizard, fighting each other, you know, by conjuring up all these incredible demons and just this totally cataclysmic battle through the whole movie. Finally, they've done all their magic to each other, fighting and fighting and fighting. The good guy, I think it was the good one, said,
Lock onto the right corner.
here's a little something our mom showed me when you weren't around. And he pulls out a Colt 45 and guns the other wizard down. I mean, it was great.
And it's just a regular video?
It was a movie. It was an animation called when I was back in the late 70s.
Huh. I felt better about that, but
you'll see yourself on video.
I knew where the targets were too.
Okay.
I knew exactly where they were.
Right.
I peek and I shoot him. I know he's there.
Right.
I don't have to react and
Still
decide
going
to
like
shoot
this.
instantly or not.
I'm leaning.
Right.
I'm going
That's-
backwards.
What do I need to work on that?
As you lean, go just the opposite.
Okay.
Just keep on doing it and get the motion.
Okay.
Just seeing it and get the motion. Generally looks really good.
Okay.
Jay, you're up. Load up. You might want to work on dropping to kneeling this time.
Okay.
When you see your target, you saw him first, drop to kneeling and roll out.
You mean lean back up and then drop down?
Well, just drop here. Next bite is kneeling and fire.
Okay.
Okay. If you come in like this, see the target, come back.
Roll out
Right
and
here.
shoot.
Now, would you do that after I see the target or before?
Either way.
Or whatever.
Yeah, you just be dynamic back there.
Okay.
Elusive. And we're looking at unpredictability, difference in height, different in distance. That's what you're trying to create, the picture that the aggressor's seeing.
Okay.
He doesn't know what he's going to see next.
Right.
Roll, shoot, good.
Left. Right.
All right, you'll see it on video. As far as your knee drop, you'll see the reverse. Yeah.
Okay.
A little mistake there. No big deal.
Was that out a little further? My right leg here at the end.
And was my pace about right?
Yeah, this looks good. Again,
Lean into it.
it's difficult to express this stuff on the range because there's not a live adversary.
It's going to be different every time.
He's going to move a little bit. He's going to change his distance. So, you know, we'll just get the basics here so you have a platform to work with when you start working against real people.
Right.
And right now, you know, this is you'll be able to.
Just hold on, relax. As you bend this way. This way.
Now, don't pull the gun back when you stand up. Keep it along the same line.
Now, would you keep the gun tilted up a little more?
It depends on what he's seeing. You know, I don't know what exactly he's looking at. Yeah, I keep it up a little bit more. If I can see, just enough so I can see.
Maybe closer to your.
Well, yeah, I'll probably know because you can't see hands. What? Okay, shooting through walls, practice.
Right. Good. And then I'm going to keep. Now just go ahead and take it again. Take the second target. Okay.
Okay, that was a miss. Okay, and what happened there, Jay, is you're a little too much. What you got to do is you got to get a mental picture of where he was at. Now you kind of look at where this was at and shot way over here. So what you want to do, come around, get a mental picture and just clear it right through there. Bang.
Just kind of stand myself upright, keep the muzzle pointing in the same direction.
Roll, shoot, move. You move too much, you got nothing. So just as you're clearing the wall, if you have that mental picture of where he was at, you shoot it. You get too far away, you will never be able to line it up.
So just kind of upright myself.
Yeah, this is probably too deep on the wall. You should have a shot somewhere right about here.
Okay. All you want to do is disappear from his side. So if you only had this much of your showing, that's all you have to come up.
Okay.
Go ahead and do right on the second target again.
Okay.
There you go, solid hit.
Left. Up. Number 2.
Okay, solid hit.
Right. Okay, now from right here, I want you to start pieing from here. Don't walk out 5 steps and then say, okay, I got to start working the corner.
Good solid hit.
Exactly.
Okay, good. A little low, but you got him.
Okay.
Good.
Kneel on the second one. Oh, you're empty. Can I load? Go ahead and load 1.
Okay, good hit. Good. Good solid hit.
No, ideally he would have backed up, right? Ideally he would have backed up immediately after that shot.
Yeah.
Right?
Mike, make sure he clears the corner after he shoots to get out of there for return fire.
Okay.
Good.
Just gonna make sure I got it right.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Remember, he's coming back for you. You know, that's the assumption we're making, because he's ready to shoot anyway. That's why we're doing the technique. Good.
What you guys need to do is juggle those around.
Yeah.
When we're not looking.
Sure. Probably we don't have real good steel out here today. So.
Right.
Okay, a little low, but good center mass. It's good. Left.
Yeah, Mike's knee in there is really smooth, switching back and forth.
Want me to go down on my knee?
Sure, go ahead.
I suppose it helps being strong. You can hold the gun straight out in front of you.
Just learning how to balance it and just playing around, getting used to it. If you just got the shotgun, so it'll become a part of you if you just handle it after a while. Just got it. Every weapon feels it's got a unique little set of feet.
Would I just stand upright, totally?
Okay.
And then step and kneel once more?
Take and switch your gun to your right hand. I've got a left knee problem, so I'm not going to do it on this side. I'll show you. Just stay right here. Stop, hold the weapon with your finger off the trigger. So what you can do, one way to do this, is you come down, you roll out here. Once you got this knee, all you do is take this leg and come up like this. Nothing else moves. Roll out here.
Okay.
This knee comes back up, roll back out.
Okay. Okay.
So it's kind of one of those little duck walk things.
Okay, let me try that again then. See how that works. Now,
keep it nice and low.
what's that?
Keep it down nice and low. You don't have to lift your butt up at all. All that comes up is your knee.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and switch. Good. Good. Left. There you go. Right. Now start your cornering right from here. Start your plying out right from here. Yep. Good. Okay.
Hey, Mike, I'm going to go through this real quick.
Okay.
That should clear back a little bit. Okay, that's just a couple tools. You guys can practice that on your own. Okay. Give you the idea. Want to kind of give you stuff to work on when you go back. Shut this off for a second. All right. All right. Or conversely, and this is what we're going to start off with, is your weapon goes down, or you're without a weapon. You have somebody hunting you down. Okay, so we want to know how to basically, disarm the guy and take him at the same time. All right. So in strategy, Mike's going to mount it up on his right shoulder right now for now, and this guy could be improperly cornering. He could be pointing a weapon at one of my buddies. He could be doing any number of things where it's not directly at me at the time, okay? Or even it could be directly at me. It doesn't really matter.
Are the things you're saying applicable to handguns as well?
Same things. Basic same concept, but we're going to do a little bit different on handguns.
Okay.
And we can do that just for fun today, just to show you. But as Mike brings the weapon up, what I need to do is get off to the side here a little bit, obviously. Now, even if he tries to pull the trigger, or he does pull the trigger, okay, you know, that's fine. I'd rather have that. I'm off the center line, okay? A bunch of things I can do, but the ideal situation is I want to make contact with the gun and turn my body at the same time. Now, and I don't want to push, pull him, grab for a lot of reasons. But now, as he tries to bring the weapon to me, push it to me, Mike. Okay, he's having a real hard time doing that. All I have to do is rotate. Okay, as he tries to pull the weapon away from me, I stick with him. Okay, or he tries to go straight back with it, I just run him down because I can go faster forward than he can go backwards. So if we're here, we can get to here, whatever deception, hey, I don't look at, it's him over there, whatever. If I can get to there first, I'm in good shape. All right? Everything's going to happen obviously in sequence pretty fast from here. This situation, I'm going to take these fingers and dive them right over as I collapse on the weapon at the same time with this bicep here, right? So, weapon comes here, I'm looking to try to get control of him. I continue, and I just, right here, and the other hand underhooks the elbow here. All right? Underhooks, hooks. I'm not grabbing, I'm not pushing, I'm just underhooking. Mike's a pretty big guy. But if I push this elbow through and take that elbow over his shoulder, you start seeing what happens to him. Can I take you down, Mike? It's real easy. And I kind of turn my center here, and I hold on to the shotgun right here.
Yeah, it's already under your arm.
He's not in a good situation here. Okay? All right? Now, in the dynamic, in other words, when this is happening full speed, it's much more effective than if I do it one piece at a time. So really slowly, I come in and I immediately turn him. He's falling. He's not, I'm making him fall.
You're just throwing him off balance.
Correct. Now, let me show you where some of the power comes from. Not necessarily even the elbows. I can turn my hips. See what's happening here? Because I got him pinched here. See what that starts doing to him? Okay. This elbow needs to go here, at that point. This elbow needs to go over his back and down. Your elbow is not very strong. Your muscles and skeleton is not set up for that pressure very well. I don't know how many guys that do flies like this, you know, whatever. So, realize from turning here, I can already impact them. I just got two nice little handles to help me out, okay? Goes, you know, you can do a lot of different, whatever your martial arts preference is. I don't like kicking people, but that's a possibility. I really want to get away from him and use the weapon. I can also use the weapon, you know, as a club if I need to, if I don't know what the status of the weapon is. But once you got him here, you're obviously in a whole lot better shape. That's one technique. Yes, Mike.
Can you do it going the other way so I can see the right side?
Sure. Okay. However we get here, and Mike's going to really work with us a little bit later on this. However I get here, through deception, through capitulate, you know, just kind of I give up. Okay. He might even have it right at my chest. Take it right here. Key thing, drop, get a handle, underhook, drive this elbow over, drive that elbow to that point, turn, look, he wants to let go of the shotgun. It doesn't feel like it's going to work. Now what I want you to do, Jay, is get up here. I'll do it from the same side so the video can catch it. Mount the weapon in your shoulder, okay? I get to here, okay? Now if you want to push and pull, that's okay, just cam it off. Drop, elbow, see what happens with you, okay? I'm being really nice. Right. This is going to happen in a dynamic very fast, okay? Get the distance.
Now I'm in bad shape.
In real bad shape. Now this will be done very quickly. I'm not going to take you all the way down. What will happen is, okay, here, boom, boom, get to here. Take him, he's already gone. I just let you go. At that point, I can dump you right on your head, okay? And I'm not going to do that on the ground. Take you, dump you. You're not in a good situation. If you're still holding onto the gun, smash him, okay?
Then he lets go.
Right, all right? So you got a lot of options. I'm still on balance. You know, if I feel you got a good grip on the gun, it really, in the dynamic, not too many people can hold on to it. But if you did, He's got two hands on the gun. I have a hand free. Smash him. Take the gun from him. Okay, now I'm going to show you the other side, and we're going to go through both techniques, okay? Actually, let's just do, you can stop the video here. Touch.
Just get it off to the side.
It's a touch, right.
The muzzle away from me.
Come in and get nice in this little area here, nice little safe area. Okay, let the arm drag. Now just nice and droopy. Don't push. You're trying to push too hard. Just droop it over. Pinch it. Okay, drive the elbow up and around. Okay, I'm going. Let me go. Okay, boom, I'm down. And then, okay, right.
I need to keep a closer hand on the gun because you kind of still had it with you.
What you do is, that's what you need.
Just keep it like that.
Yep, that's all you need.
Let me try that again.
Yep. Big thing is don't collide with me.
Okay.
It's not a collision, it's a touch. That's all you need. Keep on coming. I'm going to come to you.
Okay.
I'm already gone. You see the energy I provided? Okay, now just keep on turning your hips into me. See, I'm going.
Okay.
I'm going. I'm down. You can beat your buddies up with this one.
Is it pretty important to keep that arm locked onto the gun?
Not locked. Okay, pull your arm out. Okay. Now, if I get real tight with it, jerk it out. See the difference?
Right.
Okay. If I'm gooey, go ahead.
You just kind of go with wherever I'm going.
Feel. As soon as I tighten it up, it's going.
Right.
Same thing with a shotgun. If I squeeze on it, it's going.
You just want to move with it.
I just kind of get in here, and eventually I'll take you down, okay? All right? Because I'm maintaining my balance. I'll just reach through and drop you down this way, okay? Because you're off balance. You're trying to jerk me that way,
right?
Take you down. That's the neat thing, okay? So.
Let's try other hand.
Left hand?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on the other side. All right, push. Right. Now, listen, you're trying to muscle me. I'm stronger than you are. Okay, so just relax. Use balance. Use that elbow. Okay, good. Now you got the basic technique down.
Right.
All right. What you're gonna have to do, take it with your buddies until you get it. All different body sizes. You're not pushing. You got this on tape, Mike?
Yes.
Let me just go. Put it up here again. I'll go through real slow. Big thing is get out of the way. If you have to do two-handed technique, that's okay.
Okay.
Or come up here and go, hey, I'm sorry. Now from this point on, it's not a strength issue.
Okay.
I'm not pushing, I'm touching.
Okay.
That's the key thing. Other key point is I get the hand over and I droop it. I don't even need anything else to make your life real difficult at this point. But what we're going to do is just kind of make it a little more aggro. We're just going to touch, come down, and push this elbow through right along this line. Take that elbow.
Automatically flips me over.
Yeah, well, that's one thing. One force is happening here. Another force is my hips are turning because I'm connected right here, and you're connected right there. The other force is the elbow's going over the top. So all three in conjunction,
you're out of there.
you're gone. If he counters, you just take him the other way. All right, that's stuff you can work on. Okay, now here's the other side. Mike, why don't you come up here? You can see it from the outside. You are on the other side of him already. You're on this side of him versus on this side.
Okay.
I'm on this side, but he's right-handed. Okay, so he may be pointing, same thing. I turn, just get the muzzle right here. What I want to do is let me make sure I get this correct. Get to here, same type thing. Get to here, so I can feel him. Not a push, not a pull, not a grab. Right here, that's all I need. He will not get this weapon on me again. Okay, so what I want to do is, if he wants to come to me, that's fine. If I want to come to him, I make that choice. I get to this position right here. Reach around, make contact right here. Okay? This will kind of fold underneath, and I'll marry up with him, two hands, okay? So I'll be just kind of letting it collapse here on that side. This is reaching up around him where he's not really feeling it coming yet. And the important thing is I maintain my vertical posture. Okay? What I'm going to do here now, let me turn it so the video can see it. Rather than pull from the hand, I'm going to just maintain this contact point, and I'm going to drop the elbow to a point right between his two legs here. It's called a triangulation point. If I pull with a hand, it doesn't take him off balance. It's uncomfortable, but it doesn't take him off balance. And if he's stronger than I am, which I'm going to assume most guys are, I'm not going to win this battle. What I am going to do is drop my elbow back, and you can see the situation he gets into. Okay, now number one, he gets choked. Or I can drop, use this as a stick now, and drive to that same point, and as he falls, I drop my knee out, and he falls right on my knee into a bad situation, okay? Or another option is, let's say you're his buddy, okay? I come here, I do the old, you know, please no, woe is me. I get in here, I take it, and I put my finger in the trigger, and I shoot you. And I still got him. And Mike's not really in a position to do much here, right, Mike? No. Okay. All right. I shoot him, I shoot his buddy, and then I drop him into oblivion.
Like you did before.
Like I did before. I can just let him go, or I can drop him on my knee.
Spinning your elbow back and under.
Dropping, and once he gets to a certain point, just give a little release, he'll fall to the ground. Let's go through the mechanics on the other side. If you've seen on the video, it might come this way. Okay, a million ways to get there. I don't like showing a big thing. I want to show fear a little bit, so he feels like he has control, okay? Nice thing to do is get your hands up, okay? You may turn, go right here, reach up, drop the elbow down. This hand's a stick. I can literally drive this stick into the ground like that, and he falls. See that?
Okay.
Got that?
You're grabbing the gun and you're...
I use it as a stick to drive it to that same point as my elbow was going to. So I got two things driving him over his nice balance. Okay, now I'm gonna let you feel what it feels like from the other side. He's gonna hold the shotgun. Okay. However I get here, okay, same thing, don't push, pull. I get very close to you.
Okay.
Grab that.
I wasn't expecting you to charge me.
Right. Okay. Now watch what happens to this choke.
Ow!
Okay, not a good deal, right?
Not at all.
It's the elbow dropping and this little bit of roll in there.
Right.
Boom. Now you can see where I can take it right to the ground. Got that?
Yeah.
Let's get from the other side so you can see it.
So they can see my grimace on the camera.
But, you know, Mike's used to taking some of this stuff, so he's not going to be able to. I wanted you to know what this feels like from the inside. Same thing, get in here, get close. Don't get out here because he's got all kinds of options.
Right.
Get in close. Got it here, got him here. Rotate that up and in, dropping the elbow, not pulling with the hand, dropping with the elbow, okay? Or you can see, I can start shooting your buddies, okay? No problem, and I can keep you up, right? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Not a good
That's
deal.
That's a lot of leverage. You just squeeze it.
I can kill you. I can sit there and just kill you. I can choke you out and kill you from the vertical.
Just putting some muscle into it and hanging on.
Yeah, you're gonna die. I'm gonna kill you from there if I wanted to. I can drop you on the ground, shoot you with your gun, drop you on the ground, dislocate some ribs, puncture some lungs.
All kinds of fun things, huh?
Yeah, it's not a good, pretty sight.
Could I give the gun to Mike and let me see him actually? And let's have some display how you can overcome someone who's big and muscular.
I just did on video, I think. Believe me, it works. What do you want me to do? You want me to go for a fight with him? No, you just want to do that. No, trust me.
Okay. Okay.
This works. Mike is not giving it to me.
Okay.
Okay. These are, they're not. What you're a little concerned is Mike's big. Okay. This is a piece of steel. Okay. This piece of steel is stronger than any bone in Mike's body, probably. I venture to guess. I can't do anything to him, but I tip it over, it's very weak. See that? The structure comes down. It's very strong this way, but that's essentially what you're doing to the human body. You're taking it off balance where no matter how much internal strength is possessed by this piece of metal, it's still going down. Does that make sense to you? So don't get worried about the fact that Mike is 250 pounds, because these physics, the physics of the situation is I'm treating him, let me go this side just a little bit. The thing is, he's a steel bar. I'm not going to be trying to push, I can't push that steel bar around, but I can tip the steel bar. I tipped him. Now, Mike is a strong guy. I don't want you to allow me to tip you, Mike, okay? Let's just kind of work that. Okay? Hey, no problem. Okay? Come on, Mike.
The only way I can get out of this is by relaxing and sitting out. That's the only thing I can do to try to save myself a little bit.
Right.
I'm not going to try to fight him up here.
Right.
What I'm going to do is at the end, I'm just going to relax with him and try to sit out and try not to get hurt on my way down.
Right. But I'm going to take the shotgun with me, hopefully. Okay. Now, if he lets you get in between him, if he does all kinds of weird, like let's say he sits out, and I get the shotgun underneath him as he wants to sit out, I'll just work with him. Okay, I'll sit down with him too. That's why it's the whole thing about being.
Now,
hold on.
See, the tighter I get, the worse I get hurt.
Right. Okay. The more relaxed he is, the greater the probability is him surviving this. But if I'm relaxed, he sits out, I move right down with him. If I'm all aggro and trying to beat him up, I will not feel that. You may wonder, well, why are you guys going through all this with me? Gunfighting is the same thing, believe it or not. It's not an aggro, I'm gonna freaking do you thing. It's a matter of going with the situation, all right? He does this, I do that. I do this, he does that. That's what I'm saying. So the fighting style is the same thing we do in the guns. We don't force things to happen. We allow our opponent to make a mistake. We take advantage of it. We understand the physics of the situation. All right? So, Mike's a big, strong guy. If you try to go through his strength, you won't be able to. If you work out and around it, take his elbow out and around in a place where it doesn't want to go, you got him. All right. So why don't you work with Mike, work the technique, and if you work with a big guy, that's great. Okay, so this side, a little bit different.
Under the side, kind of.
Gooey with him, right. Hey, just for a second, you're not gooey enough with him yet.
Okay.
Here.
Okay, just like I'm gripping the gun.
Right, reach up and over. Now, key thing is now, try to get vertical. Don't let your posture be compromised because you're dealing with him. Get as vertical as you can get. Roll this, drop this, drive that. See where he goes?
Okay.
Okay. Now you're taking him down. He's not giving that to you. Okay.
And by dropping this elbow, it pinches his neck.
Well, yeah, but
it's doing a number of things.
No, what it is.
That's one. Yeah.
This is the motion I want from your elbow.
That's the thing I noticed the most.
I'm choking you from up here, but this elbow goes like that.
Just like straight into the ground.
Yeah, just push it down to the ground.
Okay.
Push.
And then
don't pull him down to the ground. Push the elbow to the ground.
Okay.
There's a difference.
Okay.
Pulling and pushing are two different
And then
things.
I got the gun in
this, I just
hand.
bring it up and I just allow it to go in the exact same force vector as my elbow. Okay, try it. Slow. Okay. Drop the elbow. Now the only thing is you didn't maintain your posture. That was about it.
Okay.
You kind of got wrapped up with him like this. Okay. I will go back and forth. It's not comfortable.
Now, how much were you just letting me do that?
No, I was resisting because I knew that's what you wanted.
Okay.
The harder I resist, the easier it is for you.
And the chances are, some bozo busting into my house, he's not going to know how to squirm out of it. Right, he's going to resist.
He knows what's happening and he's trying to counter and he's still working, okay? So this is all in, I'm going to close the gap fairly quickly just to show you that, okay? What do you want? What are you doing? What do you want from me? I'm asking you a question. What do you want?
For you not to break my neck.
Okay, now now you let the gun go already, but I'm already kind of going for it. Okay. See, now, basically the same technique. Okay. Mm-hmm. I already got the gun. This isn't a problem. But I can do the same basic motion with the gun. So if you get closer with me, but you're not close enough right now. If you get
That's the idea.
No, you don't like the idea. Yeah. Okay. But what I'm saying here, just relax for a second. The thing is, once I get to here, I'm on my way. There's no sitting around doing increments. It's all going to happen through practice in one fell swoop to the ground, okay? And he's gone, okay? That's what you want to be able to do.
So all in one fluid motion.
One fluid motion, take him to the ground. Work with your buddies on this. If you find yourself fighting, something ain't right. Okay. To me. Okay, we're coming on this side. Okay. Guns off to the side a little bit.
Please don't hurt me.
Right. Now maintain your vertical posture. Okay.
And at that point, same thing, just
get the gun. Yeah, you can smash. Yeah, I'm not in a good situation.
And then just get the gun.
It wasn't perfect, but it took
the gun back into action.
As soon as you can get the gun away from him, take the gun and move back.
You'll see it on video what it looks like perfect, and you can go to try to achieve that.
Okay.
When you get into here, then you can go into your into your stuff on here, okay? So you're going to lock this up and you start looking for your... But what we're going to do is add to the technique of it things like, to confuse them. Hey, don't shoot. Okay, I'll give you my wallet here, okay?
And you're setting yourself up with the right angle.
Right.
To block the gun.
What I'm trying to do is confuse you with my hands and my eyes. Hey, don't shoot. You can take my van.
There's a million techniques from there.
Once you get to there, now you can go into your technique again.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is, once you have the technique of the takeaway, then we'll start doing a technique to get past the gun. Because right now you're not getting past the gun very well.
What do you mean?
The very first move. What you want to do is find a way, whether it's a speed thing, you're going to come around it, or you're going to say, hey, don't shoot. You know, you can take
some kind of distraction.
See, now he didn't really give you any appearance that he was displacing, right? Watch where my chest goes. Did that really seem really hostile to you?
No.
No, it didn't.
In fact, it's the opposite.
It's like, oh, that's a natural reaction. Hey, whatever the deal is. Hey, what do you want? I get you in a conversation. Okay.
Right.
Now, obviously, there's a million techniques from here. I gave you one where you close the gap. You know, I can easily take you this way, take you off balance, take you right back. There's a million techniques once I get around you. Okay. I just showed you 2 techniques that I like because you get close and I can still shoot the gun and I have the guy and everything else. Those are kind of nice. We all got techniques. Okay, now let me show you the other side of the coin. Okay, this is something you want to be able to do. You get too close to somebody, or for some reason somebody, let's say you're dealing with somebody and somebody grabs the end of your gun one-handed. Okay, so what I want you to do in this case, just reach up and grab with your right hand, grab the muzzle. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is just reach up, okay, and marry up with you. Okay, and I'm going to take the gun underneath. You can see there's a problem right away. Okay?
Right.
Okay. Relax, grab. Yeah, I'll take it easy.
Way.
Okay. Here you came this way. All I'm going to do is reach up and take the thumb. Okay. In this case, I'm going to extend forward and start taking you where I want you to go. Okay. All right. And you're looking down the end of the barrel. Okay. Now I'm being really nice.
Right.
In reality, I would want to wrap that shot, kind of push it to you, and wrap it. That's getting you in a situation where you want to go down. Okay, very simple. Just marry up with him, wrap the arm.
Basically twist his hand off.
Okay, it's not a strength issue. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this point. It's a moving problem for you. Okay, and I can even start cutting you straight down this way. Okay.
Right.
All right. You got a problem.
Okay? The wrist isn't made to go that way.
No, it isn't. Okay, and I'm not doing it with a strength. I'm doing it by kind of pushing it. Keep on pushing it to you, see that? And if you want to go the other way, that's okay, but this is going to be in a dynamic situation, okay? See what happened? Mm-hmm. Okay, so again, because I can feel, got a pretty powerful lever here too, and guess what? This lever is attached to me, to my center. See what happens when you start moving? Okay, see that? Because it's connected to my center, has a lot of impact on you out there.
You can move me all over, huh?
I can toss you every which way I want to go. I mean, very, very nice. Just a matter of turning from the center. So why don't you work on that technique first? Okay, so what I do is I reach up and I grab, and then go real slow. Just no, don't without releasing. Just slide the hand up, grab the thumb, and go. Make sure I got just under. Yeah, that's all you need.
Okay.
Okay, now push the barrel through a little bit. Okay, now keep on pushing it out and around. Okay, now cut me down with the end of the gun. See that? How easy that was? And I want to go down across the grid. Okay, try it again. That reaches over. It may be across here. Just reach up, push through. Push the gun through.
Is that good enough just to
grab? Not a big hard grip, just so that you've made contact with me and the gun. I can't open up my fingers.
Okay.
Okay. Push through.
What do you mean?
Push the barrel through a little bit. Up and around. Now take the end of the gun and cut me down with it. Do you see what I'm doing? Now maintain your balance. Get a little bit better base. Okay, now cut me down with the end of the gun. Okay, good. And so look, I'm holding the gun like this. Is this a good situation? It started out here. Okay, and I'm going to resist a little bit. Rather than going through my power, push the gun. And, okay, see where it goes? Out there again. Don't let me move your fist. Why is that happening?
I can't tell which way you're going to push, and I can't react to keep it there.
So, if I come up here and I push, you got a problem. But if I change the back end without a whole lot of feedback, boom, 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 you got a problem on your hands. So ideally, I don't want to push. When you grab this thing, I don't want to push because that's feedback.
Okay.
So ideally, I want to. There wasn't a whole lot of feedback there, was there? Okay. And now you just shoot them right off your gun. Boom, and just get them off your gun, and you're off and running. That's the key. Don't push into them. For the same reason I told you how this worked. Okay, that's the principle. Okay. The tougher one is maybe down here. That's tough. You're better off just but maintain your shooting platform while you're doing it. Just keep it on there. Shoot me. Now just step right through me as you're shooting me. Boom. Okay, right?
Just continue being aggressive.
Heck yeah. And what it is, it's a balance issue. You took me low. Okay, you shot me. I'm reacting already. See where I'm going?
Right.
And this is his buddy. Right here. You know, boom, this little routine sets up. Boom, boom, boom. Right back into this guy. Using the available forces, all right? Okay, that's an important little thing to know, okay? Another technique. A guy comes from the side and he really aggressively wants to take you and the weapon, okay? So as you grab two hands on the weapon, what I'm gonna do is kind of take you out this direction and down. See where you're gonna go?
Right.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is in taking the force, just kind of go nice and smooth on this. Take you out and down, okay, right there. All right, from the other side, I'm gonna kind of go through like you're not there, drop you off me, okay? One more time, you come from this side, as soon as I realize to come, take you out, drop you off my gun, shoot you, okay? See that technique? It's a little easier from this side than it is from this side, okay? So the whole concept, I'm gonna go nice and slow. I come in, you take me out there a little bit. That's a little too much. Relax for a second. Mike, come in here so we can see it. From this side, I'm gonna go step by step. He comes in, kind of take him out, and then let him go.
Okay.
Okay, I lost my balance a little bit. Ideally, I don't want to do that. The other thing is, I can kind of act like he's not even there. Take him out, drop him. And Mike guy's got this feeling of being really light. Either he lets go of it or he goes down with it. One of the two. Either way, I'm happy with that. So it's not a big wrench. It's more of a feeling of taking him out over here a little bit. From here, just kind of push him out there. Once you feel he's light, let him go.
Yeah, use all momentum to...
And don't pull the gun, just kind of turn your hips.
Okay.
If I pull the gun, for the same reason, he can fight that, okay? I get him out here and I start turning my hips. See what happens to him? Pulling the gun and turning my hips are two different things. Okay, so why don't you try it on me? Okay, so from this side, we go step by step. I come in, I'm really going for it. Take me out, turn your hips. Boom, okay? I'm gonna get a nice good dump.
That's the idea?
Yep, that's exactly the idea. The faster I do it, the harder I come in, the better it works for you. And you kind of want to take, if anything, take a little bit of a step forward through me.
Okay.
Just a little bit through me, like I'm not there. So I'd come in, right when you see this coming, take me out like I'm not there. Wham! Okay, now you don't have to pull the gun around so far.
Okay.
Because you want to get it back into the fight.
Okay.
Watch. Come from this side. Okay, like you're not there. Boom. See where I let you? I just right there. I can let you have it if I need to. Don't.
Okay.
Get off over here. Boom. Shook me. I just lost my balance right over your foot. Yeah. I'm trying to maintain my balance. I can't. Okay. Okay. The other side's a little more difficult, and it causes you need to kind of get through the middle of this thing with your hips a little bit more. So here, from here, kind of push your hips through without moving the gun. Move your hips. Take me out. Turn your hips, and I go.
Okay.
All right. Take that gun and push me with your hips forward, out, release with your hips. Okay. Don't spend a whole lot of pressure with your arms.
Okay.
Okay. So here I come in, push with your hips, turn with your hips. Now you can see the harder I come in, the better it's going to work. Okay? That's important to know. If a guy comes in with a tackle almost the same way, it's the same type situation, push him through, turn from your hips. all right? If you can maintain your balance, a lot of these little turns and pulls will send them right out and around you, okay? Notice we're not kicking or punching or losing our weapon, okay? Now, all these things, if he, another one, like show you one little neat little trick. Guy's got a knife, okay? He comes over and he tries to strike with a knife, okay? Take it out and around and dump him with a gun. Same, it all applies using the same concept. So we'll get to it later on, some later courses. But the point is, we had grab, out and around, left and right handed. We worked on that. We worked on working from the back of the gun. We worked on stepping through him, allowing him to go out, turning our hips, letting him fall into these little holes. Out, drop him right there.
Now, I don't really know anything about martial arts. I have a friend who did some judo, and he told me it's a lot of throwing. Is some of this stuff like using the hip and throwing them?
Nope.
Is any of this judo related at all? Or related in any way to a form like that?
There is a
as far
minor
as the hips
connect,
and the
no,
throwing and
there's no hip throws in Aikido. Or Aiki Jiu-Jitsu, we're not doing Aikido. It's totally different. Hip throws.
I mean, are these any of the same techniques, using the hips and?
Maybe, I don't know. Let me show you something. Bear hug from the rear. Okay. This is a hip throw. Okay. See that? Mm-hmm. Now, to stop you from doing, if you wanted to stop me from hip throwing, what you do is you would release and push my hips in right when I'm doing the throw. Okay. You would stick my hips in right when I'm doing the throw, and it stops the throw. Okay. Here, bear hug again. Okay. I bend over. No, don't do any counters just yet. Just
okay.
Here, watch what happens. There is no counter because I'm not throwing you over my hip.
Okay.
Okay. There is no hip throws in Aiki Jiu-Jitsu per se. Like if you're not giving hips, because what you're doing is you're pushing on the person now, and that's a point for them to counter. We don't ever like doing that. We don't like pushing and pulling on people like that. Okay, so that's the answer to that one. We can go into a lot of detail on that, but we won't. Okay, then we worked on the out and rounds, right? When somebody's pointing a gun at you.
You mean like the?
Yeah, we worked on those two, and you have them on tape. Okay. We're really not out here to do a martial arts class today, but I just want to let you know that there's some things you can move yourself into and practice. Okay, as we get better acquainted. Okay.
You told me to come.
We'll load up. Do a little combat load here on this one. Got to go from point A to point B. We're not in a defensive mode. We say, hey, I got to get there, you know, so we're going to go. And then Mike or myself will be standing behind you. Get yourself ready, and Mike will say, stand by. You'll go, come out. Come out. If it falls, just reset it. Piece of cake, okay? Just get used to moving and shooting.
Stand by, go. Stand by, go. Stand by, go. Stand by, go. Go. you hold this? Stand by. Go. Three, 1, 1. 2, 1. 3, 2. 3, 3, 2. Squeeze them up. 1, 2, 2.
Yeah. I don't know how many rounds I got left. I threw only one.
1, 2.
I need to practice number one. When I shoot left-handed, I don't lean back. I don't lean forward as much.
Okay. Stand by. 3, 1, 1. 2, 1. 3, 2. 1, 1.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll load up the magazine to capacity. Then what I'll do is first of all, I'll cock it, make sure that I do it. Load up the magazine to capacity. Then I'll go ahead and I'll place one in the chamber, in the barrel chamber, and then I'll drop another one down onto the carrier. Make sure it's deep enough, override the bolt, so you have one sitting on the elevator.
Okay.
So you have 7, 1, and 1 in the chamber.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 9 on that.
And the bolt will automatically just pick the one up
Yeah.
that's in the carrier.
Yeah. And then the next one releases out.
So when you throw it in,
because nothing will release there unless you went like that. Unless you
exactly,
went that. Okay,
right.
So basically take it all the way back, put one into the chamber, and then take your other one, your second one, and put it below the bolt. Make sure your bolt goes over.
The bolt's going to skip it?
Yeah, the skip will go over the top.
Okay.
And now you got one sitting in there.
The bolt will go over the top since your carrier's down, or the elevator
right.
is down.
Right. If you don't have it deep enough, it won't ride over. That's what I was fumbling with for a second. So
okay.
what I'm going to do is make sure it's deep enough in there, and then you're looking good. You got 9. That's nice to know.
Cool.
I forgot. It's been a while since I played that little thing. Okay, course of fire is going to be 3 rounds from extended position, slugs, and he's going to move up. Fire 3 more rounds, slugs, move up. Double tapping around the right side of the barricade, 3 targets. Double tapping around the left side of the barricade, 3 targets. Reloading, coming around and doing a sliding drill for 6 more rounds. I'm going to get another angle to watch the shooter here. Two rounds on each. be able to get him. I'll get him on the other side next time, Mike. Go. Take your time. Just go, go.
Stopping the trigger.
Okay.
Not the easiest place to dig out of your pockets, that's for sure.
Are you timing too?
Yeah, let me time it. Stand by. Go.
Yeah, we're doing a combat load here, baby. This is a small piece of cover here.
Yeah, you're gonna shoot 3 as you move across. Come out left-handed on that side.
Good. Good shot.
Right to center, load. Right side. Stopping the trigger.
goes. One more.
You know what you got, just finish it off.
Yeah.
Left-handed.
Left-handed.
Oh.
Shoot him as you see him. Go.
Left side. Slow down, relax. Take a deep breath, drop your shoulders. And forget the extra round.
Shoot him as you see him. Okay, you missed 3 on that one. That's okay. That was a slide shoot, right, Mike, on the next one? Make it slide out from here, Mike.
Okay, go ahead and slide back.
Across and shoot. Better, you know.
Right.
There's a guy back there shooting.
Yeah, in fact, Mike and I were discussing that. Okay, ready, go.
This pouch is so much easier to load out of.
Yeah.
Go.
You need to look for hits, Jay. Okay, I'm right on your left here, Mike. Wrap the thumb. There you go.
Used to buy Mossberg.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I'm not to forget. You don't need to load here, Mike.
Okay.
Get enough in the tube there.
Do it step by step. So just take the weapon out. We'll start out with just a real easy one. The guy's in front of you, but hey, don't shoot. You know, I've got a whole bunch of guns over there. Go ahead. Once we got it to here, what we're doing is we're hiding the fact that you're turning your body offline. What I want to do is this. Okay?
Step aside.
I'm getting my body offline. Now, you don't want to. Yeah, there is a way of doing it where you just go ahead and hold the weapon up and you go. You can make it a speed move, and it will work. Problem is if the guy is jumpy or happens to be quick on the trigger, just by accident he shoots, you're screwed. So if you can trick him, hey, and don't shoot me, you know, you can have my gun put over there.
It's the stuff we were talking about on the way here.
Exactly. We're getting offline by fooling his mind. Okay, so that's the first step. Turning, hey, don't shoot me. Here. Now, from here, what we're doing is coming in, getting a good grip on this.
Okay, Mike, turn a little bit so we can see it on film. Not that, yeah, that's good.
We're getting a good grip on this. If it has a two-handed grip, why don't you take one hand off for now? The two-handed is a little bit more complicated.
Okay.
You're going to take the left hand and back up the slide. So if the gun is firing, back up the slide is probably the least sensitive point on your hand. If you get different things like this and back of the slide and it comes back and hits you, it's going to hurt. It might cause you to flinch away and lose the gun. So if you take your palm in, back up the slide here, the thing fires once, it's done shooting. Okay? If it's a semi-auto and it fires, the slide can't come back, so the gun is down at that point. At this point, you can keep the muzzle, you can come in here, a bunch of different ways you can grip this. What we're going to do is just start rotating our body. Come in like this, and you see how that locks you up?
Yeah.
Takes you right to the ground. Now, that's one option. One option is to maintain his hand locked up on the gun, keep him and take him to the ground with the gun. Okay? Another option is to bring it like this, bring your hands up high on the gun, and just take the gun right away and leave. Okay, at that point you might want to be making the gun work, or just tossing it, getting rid of it.
I'd hold on to it and
pull out yours.
Toss it anywhere.
It's up to you.
Okay.
Third option is, assuming the gun is still firing once you've gotten to here, if it's still in working order, you can turn it right back into him and pull the trigger there. So you can shoot him with his own gun if it's still functioning.
Okay.
Okay, so you have three options, from taking him down, controlling him, taking the gun away from him on the ground, leaving him stand there, taking his gun and just getting away from there, or turning his gun back into him and shooting him if it's still working.
Okay.
Okay? Let's go from the top again. We'll just go through it. We're going to go like this. Hey, don't shoot me, you know? Take my van, it's right over there. Boom.
Okay.
Okay, we're out of here.
You just twist it.
Yeah, it's that same.
If your finger's in the trigger guard, there's a good chance you're going to get it broken. Okay, so keep it out on these trainings.
Yeah,
to wrap it all four underneath, actually, is the best thing to do.
Okay. So I'm going, hey, don't shoot me. Here, take my wallet. Take you to the ground. Okay, now once we've got you to here, I can either spread you out and control you, or I can just take the gun and leave you laying on the ground.
Ow. You're always going to take the gun, Mike. Let's just emphasize that.
It's just a matter of when you take it.
Yeah, we're never going to leave him with a weapon, ever. Okay? Just want to make sure that's clear on tape.
Okay. Third option is, maybe he's got some friends around. You're going to go, hey, don't shoot me, you know? I've got all kinds of, my wife, she's got the money. Boom, right back into him, boom.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got those three options. Now let's just set this down for a second, and we'll start working the specifics of this. Go ahead and just stand right here. Turn facing this way. First move we're going to do, we'll get into the misdirections later. First move we're going to do is, there's a number of ways. I'll kind of look and see how you're stepping, and we'll find one that's efficient for you to learn easily. What we want to do is turn the body in some way. We want to turn 90 degrees, so the shoulders turn 90 degrees.
So we step out of the path of the bullet.
First thing you want to do, stepping off that line. Okay. So we're going to get that at the same time. What you want to do is put the hands up, and the hands don't move. It's like you make all of this solid all the way down, so the hand never moves like this. It just stays attached to the body. Okay. As you move, and this hand moving here, this is what's going to go ahead and set that up from the beginning. This hand goes up. This hand never moves. Now go ahead and do your spin. See how this hand comes right to there? You never moved it, so it's not apparent motion, but it's just going to start wrapping around right there.
Okay.
So this
and that's going to come down over the barrel of the gun.
Right. The hand just floats.
Hand of the barrel, yeah,
just like this.
Okay.
Now, what you want to do is learn how to move this so that this never moves. Go ahead and hold this out. The motion you want, I won't bother going through the distraction every time now, but the motion you want is this comes here. The other thing you don't want to do is slam it in.
Okay.
You don't want to be hitting this because that tells him something, hey, something's wrong. At that point, he's likely to jerk the gun back.
Okay.
So the whole time you go through this, it's nice and soft. You never want to get on this real tight until you've got it solid. Okay. At that point, you can grip down and do whatever you want to. And if you want to muscle it, that's fine. But up until now, if I go like this, that tells you something's wrong.
Right, and I'm going to...
Exactly. So we never want to do that. We want to be nice and soft. See how I made it up with you? You're not quite even sure something's going on.
Right.
Especially if I've caught your eyes and got them looking out here. By the time you figure out something's wrong, you've lost it. Okay, so let's go through that part. Just do your turn. I'll hold this out in front of you. Right. Now, just nice and soft. Don't push it, don't turn it.
Okay.
Just nice and soft. Your body's already offline, so you don't need to push the gun anyway.
Okay.
Right, perfect. Now, other hand comes down underneath, mate's up there.
And then
you just start turning your body. Right, now don't upset your body. What you want to do is just turn, move your feet, then you start walking that way.
Okay, and it just twists right out as I walk away.
Right.
Okay, bring your right foot around. In this case, kind of an aggro.
Stop here for things that you would really say. Turn back around. Hey, take my car.
The things, I mean, I've never had any training.
This would be the same thing. Everything we do builds on everything else.
Right.
Go ahead, turn around. Okay, work on just the beginning part. Turn around. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, dude, what's going on here?
Now, what you want to do is leave this arm down.
Okay.
Well, with this one, the deception is you have no reason to know what's going on. So you're not going to put your hands up. You're not going to do anything that leads them to believe that you know something's wrong.
Okay.
Turn around.
Dude, give me your money.
Hey, what's going on? Okay?
Okay.
You know, basically, I'm not giving you any signal that I know something's wrong until I've already got the gun wrapped up.
Okay.
Get in the car.
How would you...
Keep going. Keep turning. Come over the top. There you go.
And then just...
You're looking for the setup. What you're looking for is when you get turned around, you're looking for this relationship to the other person.
Okay.
So
if it's two-handed, you're still fine.
Right. As you come turning around, you go, hey, what's going on? Coming in here, you're looking for this relationship.
Okay.
Once you find that, you know where to go.
Okay. Okay. Guess I'm not walking along
Get
with
in
my
the
hands
car.
up on my...
Ask him a question at the same time, Jay.
Okay.
What is going on? This is important as the turn and everything else.
Hey, give me your money.
What are you talking about, dude?
Now, when you turn around, look at me in the eyes.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it again. Why don't you line up with the camera, see if we can catch the facial expressions and stuff on camera.
Okay. Dude, give me your money, man.
Hey, what money? Okay.
You just look like confused.
Dumb.
Yeah.
Okay. In fact, you could do that. I've done this where I turn around and go, huh?
Okay. What's going on, man?
Now, don't puff yourself out. What you're doing is, as you're in the process of turning, you're puffing. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I suppose it's hard to be natural when there's a gun pointed at you.
Yeah, it is.
What's going on, dude?
See how that?
Okay.
Okay. We're doing the same thing, and you notice what I'm doing? I'm keeping my head or neck or shoulder all against you
in
right
contact
here.
the whole time. You just
So until I can get myself around to where I can feel and see this, I know right where it is.
okay.
Go ahead and as I turn, hey, what's going on? Step back. That's non-threatening. I haven't hurt you. I haven't given you a reason to shoot. I'm just going. Hey, that's a normal question. Hey, what's going on? So as we do this, I know all the time I'm turning. Okay, it's right there. Boom.
Right.
Now I've got my hands on it and I can control it. But until I can get far enough around to do that, I'm not going to give you anything threatening. Hey, what? Sorry. Hey, don't shoot me. Take my car. Okay, so you can go right. You can cycle through these. You know.
Yeah. At the end there, your hands are just.
Yeah.
Then you grabbed it.
So just start from here. What we're gonna do is again, hey,
give me your money, dude.
What's going on? Okay.
Exactly the exact same thing with the hands.
Okay, let him do it, Mike.
Real relaxed.
Give me your money.
Hey, what's going on? Okay.
Well, Lester would want to strike you when you go through.
I just did by accident.
But you can do that.
I haven't been teaching him that, but when you get to
Was
here,
that like an accident because you normally do it?
yeah. I normally, as I come around on these turns, I'll normally clock them with the elbow here, and then the same thing when I'm coming through.
They just forget all about the gun. Oh!
When I'm coming through on my locks, the other thing I like to do is right here.
Oh. That's one thing I've heard. You don't punch people. Even with your elbow. Is that right?
Both.
Yeah,
both are true.
Whatever.
Okay, let me do this to you. Go ahead and set up. Again, real dumb. Body stays totally relaxed.
Hey man, what do you want?
Don't lift your hands up right away.
Okay.
I would continue to turn a little bit more too.
Okay.
Your
You
body
kind of face them straight up.
in the turn. Your body is doing one of the. You're coming around almost 360 degrees.
Before you do anything with the hands.
Right at the end, your hands come up, and it's real soft. When you touch, go ahead and just watch what my hands are doing to you. As I come around like this, it's real soft.
Okay. Until you grab the gun.
Yeah.
Then you're pretty firm.
Well, even then, it's not a big aggro grab either.
Okay.
At this point, you're not going to take this away from me, but notice even as I come down your arms, I'm just barely touching you, because I don't want you to know something's wrong.
Okay.
If I come in and as soon as I start to get around here, I start pushing, you know something's wrong.
Right, and then potentially I can react.
As you start to find things, look at the pressure of my neck. I'm not pushing this away at all. I'm not using my head or neck to push. I'm just keeping everything in contact.
Right.
Boom, now I've got you. You're not going any place.
Okay.
Get in the car. What's going on?
The hand came up
And turn
right
a
away.
little bit more, too. Continue to turn.
Okay.
Take and pivot on this foot. Keep this foot where it is, and pivot your other
then I'm
foot
stepping
right
out of the
around
way.
it. Then you're stepping off the line.
And continue, so you want to be right about hip.
What's going on, man?
There you go. Now, what you want to do is you're getting to the point where you're facing me.
Right.
Continue right on around.
Okay, just keep,
So
okay.
go sideways
Now
like
when you
that.
step through with your right foot, you're going to have some impact on them as long as you don't move your hands.
What's that?
Now when you step through, you turn without moving your hands. Okay, you're still getting back to this turning over the top here. Remember we talked about keeping it tight?
End up with this type of relationship sideways. You have the gun in here. Now, just take this. Once your hands get set up, lock this elbow down. Stay relaxed and just turn and walk away.
Right, that's what you were. That's what we want to
Just
get
keep
back
the
to.
elbows right at the side. They're bolted to my ribs.
Get in the car.
What's going on here?
A little more. Turn your body.
Okay.
Get yourself set up.
Okay.
Now.
All
There
right.
you go.
Turn again.
Give me your money.
Money, man. Okay.
A little bit more turn.
And then just.
Right. What you want to do is, now, the Aiki people have a really good way of turning their feet like this, and I can't do it well, so what I tend to do is move my feet. So when I want to turn, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to have little movements going on with my feet.
Right.
Whenever you turn like this, turn yourself around. And see what Ken does, they call that a sword turn.
Yeah, sword
and I don't do it well yet, so I don't use it.
Still learning it.
And what is that?
Okay. Same thing. Nice slow punch in my face. Slow punch in my face again. Okay, what I'm doing here is just releasing and watch my head display. See? Okay, and what these things are is they stay on balance. The whole idea is that I can get out of the way of things without losing my balance, and it really doesn't look like I moved to you. Okay, right? Oh yeah, obviously the second one, but the point is, okay, that's added to. Okay, and the turn. All right.
Right.
That's a sword turn.
Okay.
Okay. So knee, ankle, hip. My head and body. This is out of the way. And the head is moving. Okay. Now the sword turn also adds up into strikes. Okay. Same thing.
So you're moving in
the strike, and the strikes come from the center. Okay. They're not out here. Boom, boom, boom. They're blocks. They're movements. And these little things. You're gonna have to move your feet there, but basically they just unweight. Okay, so on that one from the rear, let me see how that would translate to a sword turn.
The gun, you mean?
Yeah, we just go real slow. Yeah, hey, what's the problem? I've already kind of turned. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a step here, or no hands up here, Mike, on this one. Okay, what do you need? Oh, you all right? Okay, boom.
You guys have practiced this stuff too much.
Right.
It's a little bit too much
Okay,
second nature. I'd
Now,
say.
what happens is, watch what happens. Sword turn back the other way. See what's happening to you?
You're just spinning me around.
Right, and what I'll really do, I'll just kind of take you down to the ground there. Okay. But a very minimal motion and footwork on my part, and it really came down to 2 turns. So I went, and you're gone. You're on the outside of that. Here's what you're on the outside of. See, as I turn, see the outside motion. You're on the outside of my circle as I'm turning. It has a lot of impact on you.
If you can learn this is a lot more efficient. Like I said, I can't do it well, so what I do are little tiny motions of my feet. You know, just little stepping motions. You always want to keep everything kind of aligned as you move. You know, if you get yourself like this, which is what you're getting in some cases,
You're off balance.
real inefficient, yeah.
Okay, buddy. You can see that because it's all coming from here, the power in those strikes. It's nothing out here. It's all connected, and you're getting a hip to elbow connection. These are big bones. Hip.
The elbow.
Yeah. See what's happening? The elbow's not moving. The hip is. Okay. And even if I miss you,
So your
I'm
arm.
still not off balance. Versus coming in here like, now that's a good strike. I mean, I don't, don't get me wrong, that's not a bad strike. But if I miss it or you push me down, I got a problem. Whereas if I just sword turn, another one they do is they just raise the elbow up like that on the punch. And what happens is, as you're trying to punch, as you're coming in nice and slow, I just raise the elbow up, and you're gonna make a connection from my elbow to the ground. It's gonna be a solid bar you're running into. Okay. Once you run into that, then I just step around and do I mean, it's just an infinite variety. Same concept: staying vertical, turning vertical, not showing anything that you need to.
I think you could use that one pretty well on that first stick we did from the front. You want to start adding in an elbow to that. Hey, don't. I'm going to put an elbow right past your head, so don't move your head this way. Hey, don't shoot me. Take my car. Boom. Hands come in.
And that's pretty natural.
Yeah, it's pretty natural.
As you reach in to grab the gun.
Right. Just step through and plant it. Bang. It's not a pretty sight. Everything is reaching through like he's not there.
Your money, man.
No, same thing. Don't move your head this way. Okay.
Right.
So I'm going. Hey, don't shoot. Take my van. Boom. Elbow hits. And then all it does is just collapse back in and take and get it hooked in here. Come up here, start doing your same thing. Same thing with this.
Mike, let me stop you for a second. Go right from your out. You do not even need to initiate all that footwork on the turn. Watch. Do what you just did. Same exact technique. Okay. Now, drop and collapse. Now, from the turn, without ever moving your feet again, keep your hands exactly there and start turning with your hips. All right, so what's happening, I'm seeing like 4 or 5 steps in there that you don't even need to have.
So that came out of ninjutsu.
Right, okay.
These big ways of movement.
So here, what I'm looking at here, once I get him connected, like you have, see what you're kind of doing, and this is releasing him. Okay. From here, see what's happening to him. Wherever you want to take him.
Rotate the hip and fling me around.
Yeah, wherever you want to take him. So the footwork, and if you do want to do footwork, that's okay. But this really isn't accomplishing anything. It's just wasting time.
It's a throw over from my ninjutsu.
So what I would do is because I love the way you're getting here. It's just once I get to here, keep it tight. If you get it out here, he's got a lot of options.
Right.
Here he's connected. Okay. Or like I said, I can not connect him and one step down. Okay. Just kind of there he is.
Yeah, you're right. I don't have to be stepping back out.
Yeah, don't. Just either step through him, around, whatever you want to step. But if you're going to step right there. Do that. Just as a improvement on what you're already doing.
Your money, man.
Hey, take my van.
Beautiful. Okay. So slick. It was beautiful. Not seeing any extra motion out of that.
Right.
And if you keep them in a little bit tighter, you'll impact him even more. I saw you kind of release him a little bit on the turn. Don't lock him up on this part where you immediately. Go ahead and get to where you want to get to. Okay, boom. Now right here, Mike. That's it. Now, yeah, get the lock. See, you're already impacting him. Instead of wasting that extra, couple extra things. As soon as you're locked in there, you already locked me up. Lock me up.
Okay, got it.
I'm already locked.
I've always thought that was a hindrance, having that elbow there, but it's not. You can take it right to the triangulation
point. You can
point.
do that, or you can take it over the top if you want. You can take it over the top, but no, keep the pressure to my feet with that hand now. See that? See that?
Okay.
Where I'm going?
Right from the beginning. It's
either way, you can take it from that hand or the elbow. It doesn't matter. Okay, so. Right. See, I ain't getting it back.
I'm taking. Okay, that's the same
if you let
principle
me suspend it out here.
I'm taking it right down this bone.
If you suspend it and let me work with it, there's a gap.
Right.
You just eliminated a gap in your technique there. Okay.
Got it.
And all you're doing is pushing that arm straight down.
That's the same thing.
It's amazing how it does that.
Yeah. It has to go. My humerus is connected to my body. It has to go. He's isolated it. There is no. I don't have any strength. How? You tell me where this thing is anchored to push back up. It can't. It cannot do it. There's nothing there to help it.
That's what you were talking to me about on the cuts on the knife video. I'm pretty sure. Remember you said I was doing some extra motions in there.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, boom, boom, way out here. See, in that time, he is fully capable of countering you.
Right.
Whereas if you just instead of taking out and around, you've just shrunk down the circle.
Mm-hmm.
And the tighter you have it in here, the more it impacts them on the outside. If I move the arm around like this, not much is happening. But if I move from here, it really impacts you. it's like completely the opposite. You think you have to do all these things to make things happen. It's just absolutely the opposite. That's kind of a Nikito throw. I watched just one Nikito master this tape on night defense. I'm not kidding, Mike. He threw this guy every way but loose. I mean, we're talking 5 or 6 different things before the guy even had the knife. And I'm going, what the heck? It was like a dance. I mean, it looked impressive, but it was like,
so
you could have got stabbed. You could have got stabbed and shot 3 times from somebody else. It's
so
not
he didn't actually just go get the knife.
Oh, he would do this. He'd come in and he'd go like this, and then like this, and then like that.
Meanwhile,
like
I've got this knife in my hand
the whole time. Or Mike comes up and goes, shoots me. I don't need that.
We're trying to get his efficiency. We want it to happen.
Okay, let's go to the long gun. Go back and do that. Okay, let's see what you remember first of all. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Right. Again, either side you want to go to. Let them over here, just slightly over here. Okay, now let's back up for a second.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how to do this exactly.
The right hand comes underneath. Pick it up.
Like this?
Touch, right, right.
Okay.
Remember, we're not going to push and pull, right? Collapses, underhooks, pushes through, rise. Okay, and I'm going. Right. Okay. One more time. Okay. Key thing is you can pivot out of the way, get me distracted, whatever you wanted to do to get there.
Take my money.
Right, right, right. It's already there. Beautiful. Okay. Taking me down. All right. This concept, let me show you from the other side so you know what it looks like. The whole thing here is, again, you're looking for him. I may be totally, again, I have the same principle of it's going to take you a while to pull the trigger too. So I can theoretically do a speed move if I want to.
Right.
Okay. Which is okay. I may do a temporary speed move to get there.
Get the gun out of the way.
I may do that. Yeah.
And move in.
Yeah. And then from there on, I'm going to just be nice and soft. Boom.
Okay.
And you're going.
Right.
Okay. You guys can practice that. All right.
Okay.
The other side is this is a little easier to get this hand up on this side. Okay.
Right.
So once I get to here, that's a little easier. Okay. I'm offline.
Right.
I just continue to follow. See, wham. Nice, good contact. Contact. Roll this up. Drop the elbow.
Right.
This also has power. Okay.
And that you pretty much just driving it straight to the ground.
Right. Okay. So from the other side, underneath, let that elbow come all the way, slide along with me, right? Roll. Okay, roll. Now roll the stock up into my carotid if you can. Right. Now drop the elbow and drop the stick. Not a good deal. Okay. Except now the only thing is you want to maintain your balance.
And I guess I want to take the gun from you, huh?
Correct. One more time. That's the other side. Yeah, good. Okay, good. And it'll happen quickly.
Right.
And it's a lot harder to do it slow.
Right.
Than it happens when it's going in real life. Okay. That's really nice. Okay. Now, I grab. What would you do? Okay. Move the back. Okay. What's the other option to control me? What's the other option? Let's say it's a no-shoot situation. You get your finger off the trigger for a second. Okay. What's the other option I showed you? That'll work too, but what you have to do is lock the hand. Remember, slide the left hand up.
Oh.
Right?
This?
Yep. And marry my hand to the barrel. Okay? Now, what you want to do is push it out and get something where the end of the gun is doing that. Right.
Okay.
So you get some kind of fold over. What your thing is just try to fold this thing back. Push it to me. Yeah, fold it up. See what's happening? Right. Okay, now what you're doing is you're kind of pushing the back end of the gun a lot here. Keep it in your shoulder, give it to him, and then start moving. See what's happening here? Move from my center.
Right.
Okay. Don't get into pushing the gun around.
Okay. You're just hanging on to it like you're still just going to be shooting.
I'm going to bow. Watch this. See what happens? I'm going to move. I'm going to move. I'm going to bow. I'm not going to be pushing the gun per se.
Okay.
All right. Marry up.
See, the thing is...
Okay, just slide it by you for a second. That's fine. Now just tuck under just like you would.
Okay.
You're making a party right there. Now just kind of cut me down. Beautiful, okay? You're in control. You're not giving me the weapon.
So
Nicely tucked underneath your shoulder.
I'm a little shorter arms.
Yeah, just kind of tuck it under there. Now it just happens to be connected here, and you're bowing there.
Okay.
Okay. So, two-handed grab recalls probably for a movement of the back of the weapon.
Okay. That's the.
Yeah, move the back, up, down, back, right. Okay. So out here. Boom. Okay. You get it up here. What would you do there? Just move the back down. Good, very nice. Okay. You can play with that so you can get less and less pressure from.
Now, which is the one where you grabbed it and I just kind of swung it? Wasn't there one like
okay, yeah, two-handed grab. Yeah, two-handed grabs.
Right.
Let's say these are come from this side. What I'm going to do is what you want to do is take me out. Right. Okay. Very nice.
So just kind of.
Yeah, just
keep
take
moving.
me out here like I'm doing a dive off the pool. Just keep me going the direction I'm going. Out, turn, out. Right.
Okay.
That little turn of the hip at the end just dumps me.
Okay.
Let him fall out there. Let him fall, and then kind of turn the hip down while the gun's connected to your center, and I'll dump.
Okay, once more.
Okay. I may even grab a part of you in this. Come in here, turn, ow. Right. If you can maintain your balance a little bit better without lifting up that other foot.
Okay.
The other thing you can do is actually step into me a little bit. Take me out, turn, I'm going, okay? How much power that has?
Yeah.
Just tossing me around.
And you weren't?
I'm not going. I mean, I'm not trying to go, but you're taking me.
Okay.
Okay, the other side, this is a little bit easier side to do the same technique. Take me out. That time you pulled the gun down.
Okay.
Okay, come from this side. Okay. This is pulling the gun down. That'll still work. Okay, watch the difference. You grab, I step like you're not there, drop my hips and I bow. You don't really get any feedback here.
No. Okay.
So,
let me look at it
real nice, you let go. That's all I need. So if you're really trying to grab onto it, okay, see that?
Yeah. See ya. Goodbye world.
I didn't pull the gun down. I kind of took you out.
Well, you turned my hips. Step into it, didn't you, first?
Yeah, what I do is I kind of step into your center, into your world.
That throws me off like this.
That pushes you out over there. Once you're out over there, I kind of let you go, and I bow. And you go. I didn't pull the gun, because you can hold on. Just kind of go, turn the hips. Turn. Watch when I turn my hips. The barrel just moves.
Okay.
Release the knee, turn. That's all it takes.
Okay.
If you pull the gun, it's a different story.
All right.
Okay. So from this side, I'll go nice and slow. I come in, you're going to want to step into me a little bit. Turn. Okay, good. Right there. See the impact it has on me? It's unbelievable.
And is that right?
That was perfect.
So I'll step into it and I'm just going to...
Right. But also kind of take me out. Let me ride out there. Turn.
Okay.
Bam.
So I don't really bow quite until the end.
Right. Not
bring it around.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
right.
Bring it
Exactly.
Down.
Let me float out in space for a while and then dump me by turning your hips. So here, give me that thing. One. Boom.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Do it on Mike. And Mike, don't fall unless you have to. Just make sure he's got the confidence to do that. Go slow first. Remember, don't worry about its size or anything. It'll work to your advantage, actually.
All right.
Come from that side first, Mike. Two-handed grab on the gun. Okay, boom. Now you're gonna have to step through him a little bit more.
Okay.
Make a good commitment to take him, Mike, on the gun. Step through him as you see him come. Okay, good. That was it. You got a little wrapped up on the end with him by pulling the gun down. That's why you got off balance.
Okay.
Okay, step into him so he doesn't have the very end of it, and you can take him with your center. Okay. Still pulling the gun. That's why you lost. That's why it swung out of your hands. You have him out here. Be a little bit patient. Okay. Mike comes to me. He goes for it. Take him out here. Okay. I didn't throw him, but I got my gun back. Okay. Okay. So he comes. What I do is kind of step in, turn. Okay. Looking at him. That's really happening in real life, right? Okay. So I just let him go out here for a while. Turn.
Okay.
Now, if I was better at it, I probably could make him fall. But, I'm learning it myself. Okay, so go ahead and try Mike again. But notice I'm not losing control of my rifle or my shotgun because I'm not throwing I'm turning with my hips.
Still did it, I know.
Pulling with, that's because you're pulling with that weapon. Turn with your hips to get them off of you. Better.
Okay.
Okay. Now watch him and kind of shook him off right there. like you're shaking them off that like a bug off the end of your freaking barrel. Okay, right.
Still lose my balance a little bit.
You know why? Because you're turning your head down like that.
Okay.
Watch him fall right there. Look at the point you want him to go.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay.
You're on balance, no problem. You turn your head, you're gonna go that way.
Right, okay.
Step in. Okay, good. Beautiful. You're on balance, essentially.
You're trying to hang on there?
Yeah. Good. Beautiful. You're on balance, ready to go. See? The more he commits, the better it's going to work for you.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so you can play with those. There's other ones, you know, we can get to. Let me just go and review. We went to, you grab the end, okay, one-handed. Okay, I just marry up, however you want to do it.
Okay.
That's not a good deal, okay, for you.
Yeah,
I can, boom, shove the thing into your teeth, all kinds of things. Two-handed, he's really got to push somewhere. Give him a little, move the back, okay. That's, you know, notice I didn't pull the front.
No.
Okay. Okay. Two-handed again. Okay. I can just kind of take you up here, do the same throw. See what I did?
That's the same thing we did.
Same throw, and you grab the end. Push you out, drop you. Right. Same technique.
Just use your waist.
Same thing. I kind of brought you out, up, turned you out of there. All those principles will work great. Okay. And then we had the inside and the outside. So you see it from this side. What's interesting about a lot of these things is we can actually do the same technique from here if we had to. Okay, and taking the shotgun down. Okay, a bunch of things that we can do. Step around, take the shotgun.
Right.
Play with those variations when you get back. Just work on them. Okay, that's it for that section. We can spend a lot of time on it, but you got a good kind of taste of it. You got them down. I mean, some of those you got down. With a little more practice, you'll be able to do it under duress. Okay. I want to burn off a few more. I just want to do some real basic drills. What you're going to do, real simple. We're going to have a close target and a little bit far target, and I'm just going to say 1 or 2, left or right. So you go bam on one or whatever the thing is, and I'll say right or left, which means switching right-handed or left-handed. Just to boom, boom, go back left and right out in the open. You're going to burn off 50 pounds or so. Okay, doing the drill, putting the fly.
That's amazing how a little guy can do that to a big guy.
Like I said, you got your basic shotgun skills down. I mean, you don't need to take a whole lot more classes. Well, I'd like to.
Don't pick the biggest, baddest guy.
Okay, I'll just get discouraged.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to do it against somebody that's discouraged. Okay. Get a friend that'll cooperate. Someone that likes to do this. Work with you. Try to. What you get is you don't pick the right person to work with. They'll start doing a bunch of silly stuff. Like you tell them to hold the gun, and they'll come up to you or like stand over there, and they'll come up to you and they'll go. You reach out to them, and well, that's not reality. Like if I'm holding this gun, I'm sitting here like this, and then move like this. That's not reality.
Right.
I've got the gun. You're nobody.
Right.
So there's a different mindset. So
okay.
those are some things when you start picking people to practice with, you look for that. If it's not working, you look at your partner and say, you know, and analyze it. Are you really trying to have me learn this, or are you screwing with me? There's a mindset. If I'm gonna work up you hold the gun, I'm in control. I'm not worried about you taking my gun, or I wouldn't have stepped there in the first place. Right. Give me your money. Whole different mindset. Exactly. Then if I sit here and I go, let me see if you can take the gun. So pick your
Yeah, because someone with a gun, they're cocky.
Exactly.
They're not gonna go.
They're the guy that's in control. That thing is God. What's our time?
It's 2:30.
Okay.
Okay, that 357 is loaded again, so don't anybody pick it up and assume that it's not. Okay, Jay, all we're going to do is probably from about this distance. Actually, let me spread this out a little bit more too. Actually, Mike, if you could put number 3 maybe off to the left pretty far, that'll be a good drill. Target 1, 2, or 3. I'll help you on that. Great. Okay, once you step up, just drill, a little pressure, really behind you falling off the target. This will be a little shooting point right here. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
All right.
Load up. Water just like crazy.
So we got 1, 2, 3.
Nope. 1's the closest one. 2 is the second one. 3 is the furthest one.
All right.
Okay. Just kind of staying here. Now what I want you to do is, I'm going to have you like this. Just kind of walking back and forth like this. You get to the other side, switch left-handed, okay?
Okay.
Just so you know, and then I'll just give you a target based on what's happening.
So I'll just fire.
Just kind of pace back and forth depending on which shoulder you're on, okay?
All right.
And walk. 1, 2. This on 2. Keep on walking. Stop right there. 3. 3, 1. Okay, I called 3, 1. You shot 3, 2, and you missed 3.
Oh.
Just so you know. Okay. Load. I just realized the drill I wanted to do. We'll get it after this. Okay, walk. 1, 2. Bring this on 1. Stand by. 1, 1, 3. Okay, good. A little low, that's good. I'd rather see low than high. Stand by. Stop. 1. Okay, good. Walk. 3, 2, 1. Empty. Okay, just 2. I didn't know what I didn't see 3. Okay, always a balance between speed and accuracy. You're gonna shoot, you gotta hit.
All right.
All right. Okay, walking. 1, 1. 2 misses on 1. Okay, make sure you keep your eyes open. Stand by. 3. 3. Walk. Stand by. 1, 3, 1. Got a little confused there. 1, 3, 1 was the command. Stand by. 1, 2, 1. Empty. Okay, reload. Okay. Stand by. From this position right here, you're going to stay. I'm going to say right, left, down, forward, or shoot. Okay. Stand by. Right. 1, 2. Okay. Point your weapon in a safe direction. I'm going to go down range. Okay. Stand by. Down 3. Good. Center shot. Left 1, 2. Stand by. 2, 1. Good. Stand by. Forward 3. Good. Okay. Clear your weapon. Okay, Mike, let's set up a doorway for him here. This will be our door. And I want a piece of steel and maybe that popper for it to stay up. I'll just use these because I don't want any
cardboard around and shoot.
Yeah, I want a little higher too, so I can't see over the top.
On this one?
Yeah, just so that it's this is a good stiff piece right here.
Okay. Yeah, doorways are something I've been concerned about. Yeah, we'll talk about it. If you're behind a closed door, like my bed, if I'm in my bedroom, for example, my door's closed, how in the heck do I open my door to get into my house to clear the house?
Okay, well, a lot of that stuff we're going to have to do at the building.
Okay.
Okay? Because we don't have a door.
Right.
Okay, Mike, give me a piece of steel, like almost center, and then the popper somewhere in there. Here's what we can do. This is a technique that we use to go by doors, especially in a house. At the end of a T somewhere.
Are we going to do it passing the door?
Yeah, a little pass. Yeah, a little swing past the door. Don't get too deep, Mike, because it's going to be a pretty close quarter battle thing. Okay, here's the technique. If I get to a certain point, I know I got a long hallway here, and I don't have a lot of room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right by. Okay? If I got a shoot target, I'm going to shoot him. Okay?
Should I assume this wall extends along here?
Yeah, it's just this is like a T section.
It's a long hallway.
Yeah,
hallway.
It's a T. You'll see these a
right.
lot of times on bathroom doors or whatever.
Okay.
You got a small room, could be, or another long hallway, but you got room to go. We call this kind of a blow by. And what'll happen is here you are without. I can't really simulate it because you can see me, but if you got inside that doorway, go ahead and get inside that doorway. And let's say right here, okay? Here's what you're going to see. Okay? That's what you're going to see.
Okay.
And we add at night a little light to your eyes, bang, we'll end up switching to levels, because the last thing you saw was something high. We'll roll by, go left-handed low, and you're going to go.
When are you going to hit that light along there?
As I cross, right when I hit you in the face. I'm going to go bang so I can see. You're going to react. I've already disappeared. Okay, then I'm down here.
Right.
So the light would allow me to evaluate what I have. Okay, if I see a gun, let's say I think there's a threat, and I see a gun, it's going to be bang, okay, as I go by.
Okay.
That's what you're going to be dealing with. All right. Boom in the face with a shotgun, and I'm not going to be standing there doing this little, routine. You're going to have this guy goes by. All right. That's the technique we need. So for now, we're just going to use on sliding by. We definitely have a shoot target in here, center of the hallway. I'm just going to work on sliding by. Okay.
You want that target? No popper.
If you want to put the popper up too, that's okay too. We can go both sides, left and right-handed. Whatever one of you. I only want to shoot one, so just pick one.
Okay, let's just leave it down.
One now. I just want to get the technique down. So here's, you can get my shoot gun. And if you don't get something good, let's say you're moving fast, and
I'm unsure of the target.
I'm unsure, just blow by. Kind of get myself, as close as I think I can get, and then I'll go, whoo, nice, quick, shuffle across. Okay. This is where we accelerate a little bit. Okay, I'm going to get out of the classic little nice little thing, kind of coil myself up. Put some mirrors on here. Okay. Think you went down there, think I have a threat, not sure. I'm kind of coiled up, and watch what happens. Okay, get by it. Now I went too far just to show you the acceleration, okay? All I do is get by, stop, roll out, to the wall if I have to, okay? Let him have it. Good aggressive slide by because it doesn't let me see much. I could literally stand there with my finger on the trigger and probably not get you. It's that same thing. By the time I realize you're looking at a moving target that is shooting at you. It's very difficult to deal with. Good. Roll. Okay, good. Now, let's add one more piece to it. I'm going to throw another piece of steel out here. After you shoot him, it's on tape right now, Mike. Take it off tape for a second. Okay. And roll by, shoot, quit, roll, shoot, keep moving, shoot. Okay? You're gonna attack him. We'll go. Cut the tape. Good. Okay? Try it from the left side. shoot, step up, shooting cut. Very nice. Okay. Try that 2 more times, once on each side. That was very nice. Okay. Okay, the mentality is, Jay, we're not going to worry about what he's going to do to us. He needs to be... Good. Very nice. One more time on the other side. Now, it's going to happen. Make the weapon safe for a second. Mike, give me a... I want you to be able to pick up that target in your peripheral vision as you do the entry, all right?
All right.
All right. Don't necessarily look at it. Okay. All right. First round's got to be there.
Okay.
Try it on the other side. Good. Now you know it's there, but I want you to get that feeling of, I'm attacking him, whoa, I see him.
Okay.
Keep on moving. Much more difficult to hit a moving target than a stationary target. Okay, try that. Go back and evaluate the rest of your threats. Very good. Okay, so now after you do your entries, I want you to be here like this. And just spend about 2 seconds looking over the situation. Might be a third guy.
Okay.
One of the 2 you shot might get back up.
Okay.
Okay. I want you to expand your awareness. I don't have real bodies in here, so it's hard to do. That's what.
So don't get in the habit of just dropping the gun as soon as I shoot the guy that I think is the only one.
That's right. Or 2. We had a police officer. A quick Huya story here. Is that taping? Do not tape this one, Mike. Okay, what happened? Okay, go ahead. Do it one more time. This time I'm following you. I'm right with you. I'm your buddy. Just don't shoot me, all right? I'm going to shoot my gun. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm just going to kind of work with you. You do the same sequence, all right? Do the same sequence. Start from this side. I wanted to get used to having somebody, okay, here's gunfire, man. This is really going on. Okay. Go ahead. All right. Okay, set up the popper one more time. Let's go from the other side.
All right.
Okay, that time you started standing up into my muzzle, so I just took it up and around once I cleared it, and I couldn't get it underneath you, so it was fine. We'll see it on video.
Okay.
Okay.